Every now and then, just over the course of the night, I'm gonna be like, boom.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
Zach, I saw you guys did really well in your members tournament there.
Hey, we got out of the bottom flight, which actually killed us because they count all three scores when you are in the second to the bottom flight. So we technically posted the highest score of the tournament because we had, if you're in the bottom flight, they only count two of your scores. So technically, but we didn't come in last place.
Well, I was scrolling through, and like as far as what the Evening Sun had posted there, you are last.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but technically, we were 11th to last because there were 10 people who didn't make it out of the bottom flight.
Well, congratulations, that's awesome.
We had Eric and I shot the best round we've ever played together, and then the next day shot the worst round we've ever played together. And but we had a really good
And that's as good as it gets right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric was in heaven talking. So we played with a guy who was on the board of my company. So I had to like take it easy that first day. But he used to live on King Settlement Road. And Eric was the happiest guy in the world just getting to talk about the history of King Settlement Road and who bought what property and who like split up the parcels. And I'm sitting there going, God, this is making me want to drink more and I have to fucking maintain because my fucking so my boss's boss is fucking off with. But we had a good time.
Oh, look, I'm actually like supporting today. You see that?
Go purple. I wear purple on Fridays.
That's the Dudley shirt. Why didn't I get that color? That's a nice color.
This is the one, dude. Anytime Dudley does the powder pink,
Oh, it's
on
a
it.
pink.
Mm-hmm.
That does not look pink on this camera.
I'm seeing it as pink.
Flesh tones.
Yeah, it looks like a flesh tone to me.
It's kind of washed out, which is part of the reason that it becomes a nicer color. Is that it's like a little pinkier at first, and then you wash it 400 times, and it's like baby's bottom.
It is like
You know?
baby's bottom.
That was beautiful, Kyle.
You're welcome.
It was like baby's bottom.
Speaking of baby's bottom, my youngest daughter has a sweet tushy. It's just squishy.
You just
She's telling me she's got her daddy's rear end, huh?
There it is.
Well, might be both of us that put it down there.
All right, who wants to do some recap?
Hold on, let me finish reading my X.
I don't even know what happened yesterday.
All right. So, we all went and saw the Council of Baldur's Gate. Topical. And the reason we had to do that is because Dirk had an obligation to teach the army how to arm.
Mhm.
When we got there, or on our way, we stumbled upon quite the scene. There was a demonic blood circle and some dead children and a dead woman, and Lermenion, our little puppy. Who's in charge of Lerm?
He's in Dirk's backpack right now.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Why is
Forgot about Lerm.
Gelidus, you look so far away today? Is this a different look for your webcam?
He's in his downstairs office today.
Yeah, on my main PC.
I feel like
Did you donate blood today? You look smaller.
Well, it's weird you see these little changes because Dirk, we've never seen all of this room, Kyle. I don't think
We saw it last time because there was the skeleton behind Kyle that's still there.
Look at that.
Anyway, sorry, Duncan.
No, it's fine. So we have a puppy named Lermenion the Mighty, and he lives in Kyle's backpack, Dirk's backpack. So concerningly, we had this demonic blood circle, in Baldur's Gate, and then Dirk kind of made a mess of things with the council because they want him to teach the army how to be an army. and Dirk wants to get out of Dodge, and I can't remember which council person. One of them said, "Hey, I'll flip my vote if you go investigate the mine, this new salt mine, and figure out why a foreman and some of the miners disappeared." Dirk jumped on that. So we went down into the mine. We found some Umber Hulks, made quick work of them. And then we found some cloakers, right? Am I remembering that? And we found all of the bodies. I think that generally they were all drained of blood, and we don't really know what happened to the blood. The cloakers probably vampired the blood out, and then but the cloakers themselves didn't seem to like engorged with blood, tick like. So we don't really know what happened to the blood. It's possible that was used in some of these demon blood circles. Zerwin licked a wall at one point. Yeah, anyone else remember anything? Anything that I missed?
Right. The council wants him back because they think we're going to be attacked,
Yeah.
and they wanted to hear none of our we've literally got bigger problems. And they also wouldn't tell us how they knew they were going to be attacked.
Yeah, they wouldn't give us any information. I had a whole spiel ready to try to convince one of that kind of really ornery councilwoman to give us a little bit more information, and then I've forgotten it all because it's been about 2 weeks.
Okay. It's not bad. I believe that you were still in the caves, but your plan was now to exit, and you'd almost completed the circle of train tracks, but they're not trains, they're mining cart tracks.
Yeah, we went and looked in the spur, and it was a waste of time.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, with emphasis on Lermenion, the most gentle of all men, because he's a dog, are we ready to go back to the council?
Sounds good to me. I mean, there were the Umber Hulks down there. Do we just we've concluded that the Umber Hulks were pretty much the thing, and the Cloakers, obviously.
I think it was a little bit of both.
Yeah, we didn't find anything.
We could investigate the bodies, see if there's any sign of whether they were all exsanguinated or if they were torn apart by Umber Hulks first.
I feel like maybe we should do just a little bit of investigation while we're down here because we have some unanswered questions about what's happening.
Sure. All right, so we have the bodies of the cloakers.
And be like, yo, we killed some Umber Hulks.
Yeah.
There was a little island that you guys were on too, remember?
Yep.
Gelidus walked on water.
And was there another demon circle on the island? If I'm remembering right, there was a demon circle down here and one in the city.
It was old though, right? The one on the island was old.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is it possible for us to get out to the island? Maybe, construct a rudimentary bridge to walk out there for those of us that aren't.
Barley, use Ultra Hand.
Yeah, Barley, you could probably jump that distance because of that ring you have or whatever.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, Dirk, if you throw me, I can cast Featherfall on myself, and then I'll have a much higher arc.
Why don't I try jumping with my ring?
I mean, no one's stopping you. Please believe me when I say that no one will ever stop you from jumping with that ring.
Please try.
All right.
Would you like to try?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, you can easily jump to the island from the shore. It's not that far, but it's gonna hurt when you land because it's solid stone.
Yeah, but at feather falls, the jump ring allows me to feather fall
Okay.
on drop.
All right, so you're good. Yeah, you land.
But when you say it's not that far, is it like 10 feet?
It's closer to 20, but yeah.
This is me waving from the island.
Is Gelidus still out there? Probably not, right?
No,
Because
he
we had
came
the
back.
combat. Yeah.
Is there a
Um,
large rock nearby?
Um,
Like this size ish?
yeah.
How cold is the water?
I pick it up and I throw it halfway into the water, like 10 feet full.
Can I
Okay.
use Mage Hand to send the ring back to give to someone else?
Sure, if you'd
I
like.
gotta be honest with you, I'm not sure I'm gonna give the ring back if you mage hand it to
Oh,
me.
I see. So I won't give it to you.
That would, that would work. We wouldn't have to like fuck around with trying to.
If I give it
test
to
the
Ezra,
water.
here's the thing: we give it to Ezra, then he can cast Mage Hand and get it back to someone else.
Look, I have a
Next time you-
tail. I'm just gonna swim.
Well, Mage Hand's a cantrip. Oh,
You
there
wearing
go.
armor, Dirk?
Yeah, but I have a tail.
You do, in fact, have a tail.
I'm practically a crocodile.
It's convenient for you to be a lizard when you want to be, isn't it?
I literally am a lizard when I don't want to be also. So
He enjoyed, I think, fully being married to a basilisk.
did you guys remember when I used fire on the cloakers and you saw it for the first time? And I was like, see, I wasn't bullshitting. I literally breathe fire out of my own face.
The mage hand thing would work. We could do that all day and get everybody across pretty easily.
Waste all our spell slots. Do you guys want to investigate the island before
It's a
we?
cantrip.
Yeah, it doesn't take a spell slot.
Oh.
We're very capable spellcasters.
You're on the
I
island.
I want you to
can cast
take a
spells.
deep breath and relax.
Do you guys just want
We
to
have
look
this under
around the
control.
island before we all go there? How big is it?
It's not big. It's like, 10 feet. Oddly, not quite circle-ish.
Barley, what do you see out there?
Maybe 15 feet.
I'm gonna look around. And
Hold on, Zerwin, you have to use Mage Hand to ask that question.
I'd like to look around the island and see what I see.
Yeah, you see a large, the circle that you saw in the city. You see one almost identical to that, but it's older. It's clearly not fresh.
Does it seem like the runes are the same, Barley?
One of those demonic circles.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them demonic circles.
Are the runes similar to those that we've seen before?
Why don't you make an intelligence roll?
Okay. Is that on my intelligence or is a saving throw?
No,
Intelligence.
not a saving throw.
Your intelligence was attacked by memory.
Too bad because that 8 is right next to the 20. If it just rolled one more triangle.
Yeah, you think they look similar.
Okay.
Isn't
Hey guys, there's another
Everybody
circle
talks
out
like
here
this?
that looks similar.
Didn't Gelidus go out there?
Is
He
my
did.
is my necklace glowing?
It is not.
Are we literally investigating what I already investigated?
They are.
Is this from last time?
It's
I
the
don't
same
remember.
circle. We thought maybe
Same
it would be worthwhile to take a closer look at it, or have more of us take a closer look
Should
at it.
I take an arc? So should I get Ezra over here? He's got the book. Maybe we should.
Guys, let's do an intelligence roll to see whether or not Gelidus will remind us what he just investigated.
I'll be honest, I wasn't even listening when I knew what I was jumping into. So
Those last 20 minutes. Those last 20. I'm already jumping.
I think what we figured out is that there was an old dried circle, just like the one that we had in town. It was very similar to the one in town, but this one I believe had already been broken, and yet it was not. We couldn't tell how long it had been used, but it was used previously.
And the symbols were the same.
Cool.
Why don't you just say that?
So I guess I
I
didn't.
wanted to see him jump.
It is awesome.
I didn't even know you were over here. So hey, Galenus, how you doing? Where'd you come from?
Galadis, don't distract me. I have to check my intelligence with this mysterious circle.
So is there what else? Is there anything left to do over here?
Guys, I bet that water's super salty. You might be able to float in it like they do over in the Dead Sea.
Should we have we opened the book on these symbols before? Have we
You
checked
did.
the
You
book?
translated the symbols.
So then is it
They're the same symbols.
They're the same ones.
Would you like a reminder of what those symbols said?
they're like entrapment? What is it? Yes.
If you don't mind, I didn't catch that in the notes.
You should probably write them down this time.
Yeah.
Pleasure, pain, and power.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, that sounds really. Is there like a? Can we join these demons?
And rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly. Is this Van Halen?
So
Is there anything else on this island? Is there like a cave? Is there anything we can get in? Is there like a?
we're in a cave.
Why are you still standing over there? We already said we investigated it. 2
Jump
weeks ago.
back already.
I jumped over here. I was just wondering if Gelidus wasn't done. Is there anything else over here, Gelidus, or did you?
He's not there now.
Oh, you
He
left.
was there earlier.
I'm jumping back. You fuckers.
All right. So we could examine the bodies of the cloakers. I think we kind of did that last time, and we realized that despite the fact that they've been feeding, they didn't look like they weren't engorged with blood. They weren't heavy with blood from their victims. Did we investigate the bodies? Did we look closely at the bodies? We could do that. The human bodies, not the cloaker bodies. All right, I'm gonna do that.
So
we're gonna
the
go ahead.
body that you. Which bodies do you mean?
The human bodies. So there are the ones that the Umbra Hulks were eating, which I believe there were 3, and then there was at least one near where the cloakers were.
There
I want
were
to say
2 in a mine car,
okay.
and you
let's-
already checked them. They were dried husks.
Okay, so it was those 5 total.
Yes.
And we didn't check the ones near the Umbra Hulks to see if they were dried husks, did we?
The Umbra Hulks were eating them, or eating what was left of them when
Right.
you encountered them.
Yeah, so there wasn't much left to investigate. All right.
I prefer wet husks.
Is there an area where any of the miners would have kept any of their personal belongings?
People don't live in the mine; they just work there. And you already went to the foreman's shack.
We did. I do remember that.
There was a little kitchenette sort of thing.
Like 5 minutes ago.
All right. I mean, I feel.
I don't even remember how we got into this damn cave, to be honest. But
We literally. You know
it's
what?
It's an entrance to a mine.
It's a big circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a donut. It's a donut mine.
Yeah, it's a donut mine. Well, this is where they mine the donuts from.
let's go
Bring
back
it.
to the
Take that.
council and tell them.
Salty
Can we-
donuts.
Can we see the bottom of the lake?
No, you cannot.
That's dark.
Salty.
Dirk's a lizard. Let him go check it out.
I use water vision.
That's not a thing.
But I tried. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So back to the council then.
Back to the council. Yes.
We
Okay.
could have avoided this whole 20 minutes.
I'm gonna do
This is
one thing.
why notes and recap are really good.
I'm gonna do one thing before we go. You said we can't see to the bottom of the water. I'm gonna cast Shape Water, and what I can do with that is change the water's color or opacity. So I'm gonna make the water transparent,
Mhm.
and then we can all kind of shine our lanterns, use our dark vision to see to the bottom of
How much water can you affect with that?
How much water you got?
if area of water that you can see within a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, so you make a 5-foot cube really clear.
Yeah, but it's a cantrip, so I could stand here and do this all day.
You'd still only be able to get 5 meters or 5 foot at a time.
Yeah, but it is really clear.
Yeah, no, that 5 meters is, or 5
Can
feet
you
is
like?
really clear.
Can he send his cube all the way to the bottom and turn it on, and boom, we see the bottom of the lake.
If I do a 5-foot cube, let's say about 5 feet out, can we see the bottom
No.
at that point? Oh, so it's pretty, guys. This water might be pretty deep. Can we get it in meters though for our Canadian viewers?
Send your cube to the bottom and turn it on.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work like that. All right, cool.
Oh gosh.
Well, at least I tried something. All right, back to the council, or at least that's my vote now.
Hey, does it help that I have blind sight?
It doesn't sound good. So you can see when you're blind.
What is blind sight?
It's
Sorry,
probably
I have blind fighting.
There you go. Yeah.
It's
Because-
a fighting stuff. I can see 10 feet in the dark in any direction. It doesn't say not water.
Blind sight would just be being blind, right? That's what blind
It's
sight
like
is.
you're blind, but you can see.
When you're blind, you can see. That's a very specific spell.
Oh, that's good.
No, you could. It's deeper than 10 feet, so it's like not gradual, right? It's like it drops off a
Yeah.
cliff.
So you might say it's abyssal.
Possibly, although you know there's an island in the middle, which doesn't make sense if it just goes down forever, right?
Well, unless it's steep cliffs on both sides.
I don't like these things.
Yeah, if we have to come back to this lake in the middle of a cave, then we'll have to come back, right?
Is there
Alright.
okay, I'll do one more thing. Just to do it. I'm going to pick up a rock off of the ground. I'm going to cast light on it. And I'm going to throw it kind of in the middle space between where we are on the shore and the island. And we'll just see how deep it looks like it goes.
Can you make an athletics roll for me?
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be great.
10 feet, you bastard.
It's a 15.
Oh, that was
for
a good throw, Ezra.
for our
You
viewers.
nailed
It
it.
goes 8 feet.
No, it goes pretty much exactly where you want it to. Oh man, that's it goes down a long ways. You estimate at least 75 feet before you can't see it anymore.
Cool.
You can't
And we
see
don't
it.
see anything swimming in the water or anything like that.
Are we going in the water? Why are we doing this?
I'm trying to
No
understand.
one else is
I-
saying anything.
I can't fucking swim.
I said we should go to the council 20 minutes ago.
And then we all just kept standing
Moving
around
on.
with our thumbs in our asses. Okay, we're we're
Wait,
leaving.
Things
Just
that
real
you
quick,
wanna do,
I
Ezra.
want to blow fire at the island. Just real quick.
Move
Just
on.
angrily.
All right,
Yeah,
we're all
it's-
walking away while he does that.
Okay,
I'm
yeah, you
doing
blow
it.
fire at the island. Yeah, you do it. It's
I had to vent.
it looks cool because there's water and darkness.
I sing a song about it.
Yeah, that's also pretty cool, although you don't
Yeah.
inspire anyone.
Fire.
Dude, just turn up the distortion and the gain on this one because we're doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, so
It's called pleasure and pain.
I turn and start walking up the rails back towards the way we did
Island
not
is
come
burning,
in.
The island is burning. The island is burning. The island is burning.
Dude, I'm really glad we brought Barley. I gotta be honest, I was questioning it. But this dude rules.
all right. So, as you get back to the entrance, you have to like come around a left-hand turn and then a sharp right-hand turn, and you get back to the entrance proper. There is a tall, very tall, shadowy figure standing with his back against the doors.
Like a good-looking
Is it
Tall guy.
Asher again? It's probably that. It's
You
probably
can't
Asher, guys.
see their face. Looks probably male. Hard to tell.
Vaguely human-sized and
A little bit.
humanoid.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a tall human. I mean, 6.5 feet. But yes.
Zerwin, ask him if he plays basketball.
Hey, do you play basketball?
Everybody roll initiative.
Already?
Damn it, Zerwin! Why'd you have to ask him if you wanted to play basketball?
They always hate when you ask that.
Nice roll, Dirk.
Thanks.
Who's this guy? Look, I'm going first.
All right, Barley. You're actually going first.
What does that mean?
All right,
Yeah.
so is Zerwin's necklace glowing?
You can't see it from where you are.
Can I yell to him and ask him, "Hey, is that going to take my turn?" If it's going to take my turn, I'm not yelling.
Probably a bonus
No,
action.
yeah, you can yell for free.
Oh, your necklace glowing?
He can't yell back until it's his turn, though.
Oh, damn it! That's ridiculous.
I like the you can yell for free, and I will.
It's
All right,
not-
well, I don't even know what to do here. What do we roll initiative? We don't even.
Yeah, wait.
Hold on,
Is
I'm gonna sing a song.
Bard's gonna bard.
It's been like 8 sessions since the last time he sang a song. This is a big deal.
What initiates us rolling initiative?
Combat.
All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to sing heroism at level 3, so I can target. How many people can I target with this? Guess what? Target one.
I think
can
it's
only
just
target-
one.
I can only 3 of them because.
Do we know the do
Right, sorry, one per level.
Yep. So I can target 3 of you, and it will give you immune to being
Fear.
frightened.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you get some hit points to my modifier, which is +4. You get 4 extra hit points, and you're not scared.
Nice.
So
Who you
why
gonna
don't I give it to? Sorry, Ezra, but I'm gonna go with Gelidus, Dirk, and Zerwin on this,
Yeah, it's fine.
and I
I-
will sing you guys a
So I get 4 extra hit points?
4 extra hit points.
Temporary hit points.
and
Yeah,
you can't
they're
get scared.
temporary, and you can't be frightened.
That would have been helpful during the cloakers, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
would've.
I'm learning, so here I am.
It's all right. I have advantage against
Getting my
getting
dragon.
scared.
All right, that's what I do with my first turn.
Thank you, Barley.
Zerwin, what's your dex? You know what? It's not gonna be as high as his. All right. Dirk, make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
And also,
Fuck.
That was an 8. The viewers at home.
thank you. If you could read off to me, because then I won't have to switch screens as much to see your rolls. 8. Okay. You are held in
Wow.
place. You are frozen, unable to move any part of your body. And
Must be hard to be frozen.
Even,
I not?
even with my song
Barley, what's your
of heroism, he's our hero. I'm just singing the song.
what's your armor class, Barley?
I can't even use Misty Steps?
16.
No, you cannot. You cannot perform any actions whatsoever. 16?
16.
Okay. You are going to take 18 points of subdual damage.
Dude.
It's a good thing I fucking sing it. Next time I'm gonna hit you with my sword, you bitch ass. 15 points of subdual damage. What does that mean? I just subdued to this.
Once you get
man?
down to 0, you will be knocked unconscious. And
Does that count as regular hit points? What does that mean? Like,
yeah, you just take away from your hit points. Except when you get down to 0, you don't die. You don't have to make a death saving throw.
Like, did the guy walk up and punch Barley? Was there like
yeah,
a
sorry,
phantom
I'm going to
force?
describe it.
Okay.
Dude.
So
I'm already hurting from last battle. We never did a long rest in between, did we?
no,
Guys?
you did not.
Yeah.
All right.
So he,
Yeah.
Right an island on fire.
Actually trying to kill me.
the figure, the very tall figure, lashes out with a very long sword, but smashes Barley in the temple with the flat part of the blade. And then he wheels around, and Geldis, what's your AC?
I just want you guys to know it's probably the last time I'm going to sing
18.
a fucking song. Okay.
No, look, this hero song is really helping us.
Yeah, you'll notice none of us said anything
He
negative.
misses you, Geldis. Okay. Zerwin.
Am I in melee range?
You are. He moved close to the group of you, and you were all sort of walking close to each other.
Okay. I'm going to attack with my great axe.
Can we get a better look at what this guy is at this point?
Yeah, he appears as a tall. I mean, it's hard to see features. He is fairly.
Tall.
No, he's fairly dark skinned, like drow dark skinned, but not a drow. Long arms, long legs, humanoid. It's
He's
hard
not-
to see
he's
his
not a-
face.
He's not
Is he
ephemeral.
a Dementor?
He's not ephemeral. He's solid. Sorry, Kyle. What'd you say?
Is he a Dementor
I don't know.
from Harry Potter?
I don't know what that is.
I did. I was
No,
about to
because they
say
don't
it.
have they don't have swords.
All right.
So
External Patronus.
I'm going to first I'm going to rage, and then I'm going to attack. I rolled a 10,
Miss.
and I get to attack again. I rolled.
That was
a-
damage.
No, it wasn't.
It says
Yeah,
damage
it says
roll.
great axe damage.
You're never going to hit him if you keep rolling damage rolls instead of to attack.
Oh, sorry.
Not that you're liable to him anyway necessarily, but this
Oh
way.
boy,
Very agile.
26 with a crit. And so,
Wow.
do you want to use that 10 damage since I already rolled it, or do you want me to roll again?
No, do you want to use that 10 damage?
Do it again. Do it
no,
again.
I'm gonna do it again.
How do crits work in 5e?
They fuck bitches up.
So 21 damage plus I'm getting right plus 2 melee damage with strength weapons.
That's not already added to your thing, the +3?
I don't think so.
It,
No.
It says 9 + 9 + 3 here rolled with.
So I get 1d12 plus 3.
Okay.
I don't know. So my crit doubled
Yeah.
it, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get so 21 damage.
Pretty good.
plus my 2 to strength weapons, right? So it should be 23.
Yeah.
That wait, what's the
Do you get
+3 from? It should be from your strength damage.
I don't know. It just my
Standard
damage has 1d12 plus 3, but
Okay.
So
then
you
my
only on a crit you only get the plus modifier once, but you get 2 dice of damage with the crit.
right. So the 21, and then I get my rage says plus 2 melee damage, but I don't know that it knows I'm raging. So
No, it
Okay,
doesn't.
all right,
It would
okay.
be 23.
So 23.
so 23,
And
I
that's
get
with
to
an
attack-
axe? So it's
That's-
slashing
yeah.
damage?
slashing damage.
Okay.
That guy may not have a hand to wield that sword anymore after this.
Well, and I get to attack again.
Swear to God, if Zerwin kills this guy,
So a 20. Is that a hit?
That's a hit.
And so 4 plus 2, so 6.
I'm surprised, but well done. All right, who's next? That would be
Dirk would have been next, I think.
right. Dirk would be next, but he's frozen, which means Ezra, you're next.
Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to find my how many spell points I have left. 3 left. That's not great. Or sorcery points rather. Yeah, how's this guy looking now?
Dead sexy.
I mean, wounded.
Real nice.
So Zerwin's axe laid like right across this guy's chest, and you don't know how much armor he was wearing underneath it, but You don't see any blood.
How many of us are in melee range?
All of you.
Okay. I am going to. I'll do magic missile at 3rd level. So that's 5. Count them. 5 glorious hummingbirds. It's 20 damage. Can I
Hurts.
yeah, very strong. Can I take like a step behind someone like Gelidus, and also I want to try to like intimidate him into submission. Like maybe this guy.
You can
Maybe.
you can cast your spell and move beyond Gelidus, but you
Okay.
cannot intimidate.
All right, then I won't intimidate.
So you send your butterflies of death against this guy, and what kind of damage is that? Did you say it was magic missile?
Yeah, so it is
Yeah.
force damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which most things don't have resistance to force. That's part of why it's a decent spell, even though everyone makes fun of it.
Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Barley.
It's not my fault you chose butterflies.
Is it Barley or is it Gelidus?
I mean, I didn't.
No, Barley went first, so it's Gelidus.
So I guess we're trying to kill this guy, right?
He started it.
You could try to talk to him.
What about like charming it, like making him, like calming him down? Is there like a?
Yeah, do you have charm person or?
Could you do?
No. Or sleep. I could throw that spell at him, I guess.
Yeah, let's do that one.
I would
mean,
just
or,
walking
well,
by him and wondering what the fuck happened.
I feel like this guy's got some magic resistance. I don't know if he's going to be able to be.
Also,
stopped.
like, what the fuck? Like, you don't. He's not just standing there at the end of the cave waiting for random people to walk by so you can fuck with him, is he? He knows we're here. He's here for us. What are you gonna do? We either
Well,
charm him, talk to
he
him,
throws
put him
me.
to sleep to what? Wake him up
He
and
knows I'm the threat.
You're the threat.
I'm the threat.
You are. You're. Look at that tail. You can swim.
Both directions.
So I'm just looking something up to see whether it's going to help Dirk.
Yeah, because I am the secret weapon.
We'll be right back. I need another drink. I'll be
My
2
goals
seconds.
are incredible.
All right, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians again, and have the and nominate all my party is for people not to be affected by the spell, and throw that out there. So if you could make me a, actually it doesn't affect you until he starts his turn.
Okay.
Is he in combat with anybody right now? Pretty much everybody, or is it just
Yeah.
Zerwin?
No, it's pretty much everybody. It's at least Zerwin and Barley. I guess Ezra's probably not in combat with him.
Right, Ezra's standing behind me, right?
Yeah.
All
if
right.
you want, you
yeah.
can get behind me. I mean, that's what I would do.
Nah, that's all right. I'll stand in front of you and take the punches.
Okay. All right. So, how many hit points do you have, Ezra?
How many hit points do I have?
Yes.
Gentleman's 37 of my towering 44.
Barley,
possible.
how many do you have?
How many one?
Hit points do you currently have?
He's probably.
Are you writing that down so you know how much you can do to kill me? It's 31.
That's how many you have currently after taking 16?
Yeah, because remember I healed.
Yeah, we
Everybody
healed him
healed.
up pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I healed too. I was up to like 40,
Actually,
whatever it was.
Zerwin and Geldis, I need your hit point totals too, and I have Owens.
Oh, he
With-
might.
with
might-
Did Owen
temporary or
even have an
without?
attack turn?
With Owens is going to take his turn right now.
Do I
Yeah.
add current to temp? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
65.
I have 49.
You have 65 hit points?
He
Okay.
might be, guys. He might be doing something big and scary here.
All right.
You
Owen,
It's like he didn't want to share that. It's like telling how much you got in your chip stash, you know.
Owen leaps forward and
dies
no,
immediately.
he he swings and misses. A whiff.
Did he
Owen?
roll a 1?
No, he did not actually. He rolled an 11. Which
I
is
sing a little
the
song.
first time I've ever seen him roll an average roll. Okay. So Barley and Ezra, you have fallen asleep.
Why? No, I actually can't fall asleep.
I was pretty
I
tired.
can't fall asleep.
Well,
I am actually immune to being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep.
Okay.
So wide awake over here.
So Ezra is asleep. Barley is not.
Hold on, I might let me see if I have anything.
What makes you immune to sleep, Barley?
I don't know. It says it in my saving throw slot. Hold on, I'll find out.
It's probably your race.
Oh yeah, what's your race?
I'm a half elf.
Okay.
What's it say? It
And
says saving throw modifiers. I am immune to being charmed. Magic can't put me to sleep. That just says that right under why. Why? There's a reason.
I mean, I'm glad to go into a deeper sleep.
Go to your in D&D Beyond, go to your features and traits, and
Me?
then the next thing down would say all class features and racial traits. So click on racial traits, and that's probably where you get it from.
Yep, Fey ancestry. Wait, aren't you a Fey, Ezra? No.
No, I'm a halfling. I'm a hobbit.
Fey ancestry. You have advantage on saving throws against saving throws. Oh, but magic can't put me to sleep. I have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep, it says. Fey ancestry.
I
It's
wonder.
on page 39.
Of the player's handbook.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna read this like it's not gonna just skip you and go to the next person.
He should have tried to put me to sleep, and it failed.
Yeah. No, that's what's gonna happen. All right. Well, you don't like you cat like it doesn't target anyone, right? It like targets an area, and then it goes from the lowest hit points to the highest hit points.
Is this all coming from this guy? Like, he's doing all of this shit to us while we try to attack him. This is like random attacks from him, it seems
And
like.
then
Shit.
is also going to.
Nobody's going to answer that question.
I don't think it's just this one guy.
So do you think it's someone else with him? Like, we can't see? Can anybody have a spell that can... I think I do, actually.
No,
Can't-
I'll look around for him, okay?
I have blind fighting, but I'm not fighting right now. And even if I could see what he was doing, I couldn't communicate it to you.
Okay, so he lunges with his sword toward Geldis, but Owen dives between you and takes
1 Owen of damage.
a fucking bad hit.
How many hit points does Owen have?
Less now.
More than Geldis, less than Zerwin. That's all I'll tell you.
Did our adversary make a wisdom save, by the way?
Well, that's his action, and now he's gonna make a wisdom save. What's the difficulty?
15.
Oh, shit. I
Um,
should have gotten an extra attack that last round.
He rolls a 17.
All right, so it takes half damage.
What kind of damage is it? Necrotic?
Necrotic. Yep.
Okay.
So 7 damage.
Zerwin, you never answered Barley's question, by the way, when it was your turn. All right.
I forget what he asked me.
What's
Barley,
going
it's
on?
your turn.
What's going on with that there pendant?
Sorry, Bill. Radiant damage, not necrotic.
Well, which is it, radiant or necrotic? Because it makes a big difference.
It is radiant because I am neutral.
Okay. How much damage?
7.
Okay. Okay. Top of the order, Barley.
I'm swinging this time. Going with both my swords.
$13.
Horribly. Miss.
Miss.
Use some better rolls there.
All right, Zerwin.
I am going to attack with my great axe. Oh boy!
Are
So
you fucking shitting me?
so I get this is not my. So hold on, let's just do this one. So 22 plus 2 is 24 damage. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
So I get, because of my, I have a feat that gives me an additional turn when I crit. So this is not my second attack. This is an additional attack because of the crit. And then I'm going to get one.
Yeah, man.
That's going to hit too with a 24. So that'll be 16 damage. My second attack.
Can
That
I
should
play
hit.
songs in the background while people are attacking?
20 hits, right?
Yep.
Do my vocal cords work? Can I just go while he's
So
doing this?
12 plus 2 is 14.
I feel like some heavy metal song.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do an armor spike attack.
Kicking the shit out of this guy with these.
Did that hit?
Did that
No.
hit? Oh, it was a 12.
18 didn't hit.
That's the damn.
18 did not hit.
What?
I object. This guy is on the ground crying. By the
Is he
He's
bleeding?
okay.
Can we see blood yet?
Hit this guy.
He actually like yells. And it sounds like surprise and pain.
Yeah.
Hi.
We have a cave troll.
You mean Zerwin?
That's it for me.
That two nat 20s. Like,
Actually, is my necklace glowing?
yes.
So after that, after my missed attack, I try to grab him. He ducks under my arms, and I notice my necklace is glowing. And say, "Yep, Barley, it's glowing." No, I'm done. I gotta get a drink.
All right. Galadus.
All right, so we have one person sleeping and one person stuck
Frozen.
fast.
Does anybody want to use a bonus action to kick me awake here?
Yeah, I got you. I'll take care of you. So I will use
I'm
a
sorry, I didn't
bonus
know that
action
was a
for
thing.
telekinesis, and I will slap him with a mage hand.
I
with
could've totally done
telekinesis.
that. I'm sorry. I didn't know that's a thing. You know. Is
I-
that okay?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
And then I will use my action to channel divinity. So I will call upon Lunatari to envelop the a 30-foot cube around me in pale red light. And so what that will do is every turn, everybody will get 1d6 plus 6 temporary hit points, or it will end a charm or fear effect on you. So
Oh yeah, you've cast this one before.
yes,
You got all those hit points. Yeah.
So do we get the hit points now? Or do we have to wait till it's our turn?
No, you get them when the spell goes off.
So we get 4.
Doesn't he rolls? Right?
so it's 1d6 plus 6. So it
Oh.
would be 10 total. Does not stack. It replaces the heroism.
So it'd be
do we-
6.
No, it's 10.
10. Yep, 10 temporary hit points. And they refresh each turn.
Super
So
helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great spell.
I just don't feel like we'd ever live without Calcis.
Thank God Galladus is in our party. We'd be a fucking lost bunch.
Are you kidding? You just did like 80 hit points solo on this dude.
Yeah, but I'm swinging around Barley's head because he's the fucking he's a melee bard.
Yeah, well, I tried to sing a song and it didn't fucking work.
It worked. Just
It did
Yeah.
work.
I am a really good busking street mime right
Dirt-
now.
Someone
it
passed
made
out.
me feel so reassured that I fell asleep.
I just
Zerwin,
had 2 crits.
what's your armor class?
16.
Wait, do I wake up because of this spell?
You were never asleep.
Do I unfreeze?
it does not, because it's not a
It's not a charm.
yeah, it only works on charm and frightened.
How's your fire breath working over there?
Not great. I have no actions.
That'll thaw you out.
Guys,
It'd be pretty funny if he was
Yeah, you did all
you were
that
frozen
last
caught
time.
like mid breath.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
We
you
haven't had a long
take
rest.
42 and 32.
Jesus.
42
Ooh.
plus 32,
Yes.
so 74.
You died.
You got 2 left.
What is
Yeah.
this?
Subdual damage, so if it knocks you below 0, you're unconscious.
Wait,
You have
As-
2 left.
it's
You have
not
the
that much
10
damage.
extra.
It said, yeah, no, I said, so that killed me. I failure, success, death saves. I'm not sure that we're not doing these, right?
So you're just unconscious.
Wait, but you had 65 plus the 10 extra, right?
I thought it was 66 plus 10.
No,
Yeah,
I had 61 plus 10 extra. My actual hit points were the 65 included the old 4. We replaced the 4 with the 10. I had 71. So somehow the dungeon master just fucking nailed
Yeah.
that.
Actually, hold on. Time out. So
Landed it.
Just absolutely nailed that by 1.
Wow.
And
Well-
Owen is also unconscious.
There goes the neighborhood.
I forgot Owen was here.
He's doing all this. He's going to knock all of us unconscious just so he can take that jump ring away.
No, he's after our fucking dog.
Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, does Lerm wake me up?
Lerm is also frozen.
how is he frozen? Do we know how he was frozen?
No, he's not in ice. He just can't move, right?
No, I get it. So do we know why though? Is there any way I can
Roll
dispel?
Arcana.
My rolls suck tonight.
I'm
You
going to
have
do
no
it too,
idea.
'cause I'm awake now, right?
You
I
are.
just rolled a 1.
I got a 23.
It's a hold person spell cast at a really high level.
Wow.
Matched here, guys. I just gave that bastard everything I had.
You fucking really did. Oh my god, I'm giving you a danger awesome point for that. Write it down.
Hey guys, doesn't somebody have dispel magic?
I do.
Okay,
But if it's at a really high level, the chance of it succeeding is
fair enough.
yeah. I'm mulling over my options.
And there are 3 of you left standing, so Barley.
Well, technically, Dirk is standing.
Touche.
And we need Dirk, and it's my turn, so I can dispel magic.
Hit him with your swords. Oh, sorry.
I'm rolling like shit. I could dispel magic, at least try that, and not try to roll again, which isn't going well for me tonight.
I was being
So
sarcastic anyway.
yeah, well, you don't have to whisper.
You could tell me what you roll on your dispel.
So if I dispel, I have 1 slot left at level 3. What's that do?
You have to cast it, and it should roll a d20. I think.
It says cast the spell magic in level 3.
No, you have to roll so you click on cast and then you would roll a d20.
Just roll a d20, and then you add your modifier, which is probably like +4 or so.
Yep. And DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
So
So I'm just
higher-
rolling. I'm rolling a d20.
Yeah.
So I have to roll anyway.
That is correct.
That's not going to
It's
do
not
it.
going to do it.
Continue to roll like shit. So no, I should have hit him with my swords.
Can you get out of the way?
Yeah, you
That
know.
was rude.
I have something
Jesus.
in mind. But I need everyone to kind of get out of the way.
Well, Zerwin's on the ground. Owen's on the ground. Dirk is
And
frozen in place, and
I'm
Galdus is in front of
fumbling
him.
over myself over here. Anyway,
Ezra, could
I
you
might
come
as well
drag?
be on the ground at this point.
Could you come drag me off the battlefield, please?
Can I go back to the turn where I didn't
work on
tell
it.
you that I was supposed to fall asleep and just go ahead and fall asleep?
All right, come on. What are you going to do?
Who,
Ezra.
me?
Yeah,
All right. How tall is the ceiling in here?
good question. Almost 30 feet.
30 feet?
Almost.
Yeah. All right. And he's the tallest one.
Yeah,
Right?
he's quite tall.
He's taller than Dirk. Dirk's, Dirk should be kind of out of the way. All right. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Ezra is going to take one step forward and reach into his pocket. He's going to pull out this small, kind of like bluish, whitish sphere. And if you were to fail a perception check, you would realize that this thing smells awful. Truly terrible. And Ezra does his normal thing. He's raises himself up to his full 3'2", and in a booming voice yells some really scary sounding words. And for a moment, nothing happens. And then right next to this guy's face, there's a little like spurt, a little spark almost. And then another one on the other side of his face. And then suddenly they're all around him. And what has happened is that the intro riff to Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle? I think it might be. I think that roar might just be the fireball that I cast above this guy's head so that his head and upper body are the only thing within the sphere and none of the rest of us are. So he needs to do a dex save.
Nah, he doesn't move at all. He just
Okay.
eats it, and it has no effect on him.
All right, well, I'm going to roll the damage anyway.
Why do I just feel like he's trying to kill us right now?
Damage
We've won
immunity,
too many
fire.
fights. You tried to kill us with Umber Hose.
I know. He was
Fi-
saying
fire immunity is pretty common. I'd like to point
I
that
have
out.
fire
Fire
immunity.
immunity is pretty common.
Fire immunity.
He also said he was going to kill us like a week ago.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. This is from the get-go. I felt like that's what we've been in here for.
All right, well, I'm going to
Obviously,
do something
And
else.
it's all subdue damage.
In addition, when
We're
I see
supposed
that
to pass out
doesn't
right now.
do anything, I'm also going to use
This person
Quicken
has
Spell
374 hit points.
to hit him with another level 3 magic missile also. So that at least will do a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
But man, what a fireworks show.
Yeah,
For
that
those
was
of us that
a
were-
pretty great description too. I
that
really
were
like that.
conscious.
I sing my 5th song of the night in tribute to your fireworks show.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good one.
So that's 15 damage.
Okay. Galdus?
I'm going to get another drink.
I do.
All
I have
right.
to pee.
I will use a. Did his turn come around, Bill? Again?
Yeah, he knocked out Zerwin and Owen.
He keeps hitting us every.
Did you roll a wisdom
doesn't
save?
he?
Because it happens on every time he ends his turn.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he made his save. It's
Okay, so
it's wisdom, right? And it's 16.
Yeah, it's wisdom. So he still takes half damage. So
Yep.
let me do that real quick.
And we don't get any hit points. Is that the same spell?
Different spell. 6 damage, radiant. All right, I am going to cast
I mean,
as
you've
my bonus
definitely.
action.
He's displeased for sure.
Well, good. I'm gonna wake up the barbarian. So I'm gonna use healing word to wake up Zerwin. Does not basically I can see. I point to Zerwin and I heal you for 8 hit points.
Just quick. So there's like a failure success thing on D&D Beyond. How do I? We're not doing that. I'm just putting healing
Not
in and saying
not
go.
for this. Not for this one. You will be using that if you actually take lethal damage and it kills you.
Okay.
But this is
he's
subdual
not doing-
damage. You've just been knocked unconscious.
Got it. Okay. Healing.
But when that happens, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Zerwin.
Me?
Oh, can I give him some of my wisdom?
No.
All right. So I apply the changes.
Roll a 20.
Saving throws, wisdom. I rolled. Oh, I rolled a fucking 20. I mean, it just drops to a 19 because my wisdom modifier is garbage.
It's a critical success, so we're gonna count it.
Okay, so
Zerwin has strong main character vibes this evening.
so I am now sitting at 8, right?
Yep.
Hit points. Do I get the 10 temporary from the other spell, or because I died, I no longer get them?
So you get the
That's a good
temporary.
question.
So the temporary hit points refresh themselves every turn, but you get them at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn. Okay.
Why did it sound like someone was hitting piano chords? Did anybody else hear that?
Sorry, I was playing November Rain.
All right.
And then I'll use my action to go full defensive. So that way, if he attacks me, he rolls a disadvantage.
Okay.
He's not gonna attack you.
Where are we at? Anything? And did more bad things happen?
I woke Zerwin up.
And I rolled another nat 20.
To hit
That
him?
was amazing.
No, just to not get knocked back down. I think I had to literally crit that to stay alive. I think.
I had a really important breakthrough in the plot of my novel.
Congratulations. Just now, or was that like
Just in character.
God, there's so many things this guy can do. It's really kind of fun to explore.
Rub it in.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
whose turn is it?
Oh, okay.
Is I think.
Galdus,
He gets
what's
to
your?
attack after everybody attacks. That's what's happening here. Have you noticed that? Have we all? You've attacked. I feel like this guy has attacked.
He has
us.
multiple attacks per round, but he only gets to go when it's his turn. It's his turn now. Galdus, what's your armor class?
18.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
And you said he's at disadvantage?
Yes, he is.
I feel like this guy understands our defenses.
Yeah.
I mean, he asked for our hit points before we started. Do you remember that?
That was for a spell. Relax.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to know your defenses. I can just open your character sheets if I want to.
Wow. Okay. So it
um,
is a malevolent deity that we're fighting right now.
I mean, you could call me malevolent. I wouldn't object. Okay. Galdus. How many more channels of divinity do you have?
Probably not enough. Just one.
Oh, that's good. So,
But it lasts until I have until it runs out. So it lasts for a minute.
You have one more to use. You have one that you have not used. Yeah. Well,
Correct.
that's actually good for you. So how am I going to describe this? Okay, so you feel your connection to the divine become corrupted, right? And instead you're going to take damage based, and that last is going to be burned up. Luckily for you, it's not 2. It's only 1. So 19 damage. And then he's going to... Barley, what's your AC?
16.
Okay. 29 damage to you, Barley. And then everything goes real quiet. You might say silent.
To me?
To everybody. Nobody can hear anything.
Does that mean that we can't make any noise?
You don't seem to be able to make any noise either.
Shit.
But
So
he
just
has to make his wisdom save.
Yes.
And he misses for the first time. Wait, hold on, actually. I think he has a way to reroll.
Yes, this man is a god.
He does have a way to reroll. Is he going to use it on this, though? How much damage did you do last time? No, he's not going to use it on this.
Yes. I rolled 9 for this time.
Wait,
So
is that a concentration spell?
Yes, I'm going to make a concentration check.
Yeah.
So let me do that real quick. Which I failed because I rolled terribly.
Yes.
So
Okay,
it is
good.
real quiet in here?
Oh, it's you might say it's silent even.
Well, that takes me entirely out of the game.
Can Barley not even sing to us?
Barley's singing just ends, although you can still see his mouth open.
I opened my mouth so wide.
So clarification on the channel divinity. So did that end my channel divinity as well?
So it used the one that you hadn't used yet.
Oh, God.
And if you had several, it would have done damage for each of them.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Yep, it's yours.
Just about the only thing left we can do, unless you have silent spell.
Oh, and hold on. I need 1 second.
Wait, how many actions did he use there? 1, 2. I gotta figure out how this works. So if he gets the reaction spell, okay, all right, no, okay, this is right. This is right.
All right. I don't know. I guess I try to hit him, but what? I'm gonna do damage. I mean, does anybody have any suggestions? Am I allowed? Is table talk allowed in Dungeons and Dragons?
All I'll say is you've witnessed a man with an axe hurt this thing.
Yeah, I know he hurt it way harder than I'm gonna hurt it, but I mean, if I hurt it enough, is he gonna die? But he doesn't seem affected from us. So, like, what's the point here?
I
Do
mean, he
try
has been hurt. It's just not nearly as much as he should have been. Like
You might
those
as well-
blows that Zermum were landing were decapitators, and this guy has been. I mean, okay.
right? He's
You
fine.
should know enough by now that there are like immunities and resistances, right, in this game. And so, honestly, proportionally, the things that have been hurting the most is the radiant damage, which is why he took out Owen first, and then he silenced Gelidus.
Yeah, and I can't deal radiant damage.
You also can't sing or do a spell right now because you
What's
can't.
your what's the deal with your magic sword?
Like I could try to put him to sleep.
No, you that's that spell is a verbal component.
All right, and it's quiet in here.
You'd also fail.
Yeah, I would
Is
say
he holding any metal?
He's got a sword
He's
in his
holding
hand.
a sword.
I could heat metal. That's the only unit that'll do
Does
that.
that spell have a verbal component though?
Yeah, but how hot? Is it just like, oh, my sword's warm?
Well, also remember a fireball landed on his dome.
You
and
know,
he
when I
took-
picked that spell, I was like, when the fuck am I ever going to use this? And now here I am with a spell I've
when we
never
need-
used. And
When
for
we need to
what
cook
reason?
a fish, it'll be really helpful.
Ridiculous. I don't know.
Hit him with your magic
It
sword.
will, okay, so if it does affect him, it does 2d8 per round.
Does that spell have a verbal component though?
Most spells cannot be cast.
It says casting time components. Where do you see it? VSM.
V means verbal.
Verbal. So yeah.
Almost all spells, unless you take like a feat that lets you cast them without speaking.
Why don't you try talking to him?
I guess
Can't
I'm gonna
do that
slap him.
anymore.
I'm gonna hit him with my swords that are hopefully I roll better than I've been rolling. So here.
Come on, Barley. We all believe in you. Morale's real low right now. This is when the bard needs to step up.
But
that's not gonna do it.
I stepped up a little. I've been rolling like 6s, so. Rolled a 1 there. I get a +7 to a 1.
All right, Ezra.
All right. Jesus Christ.
This is where like the dice.
Wait,
dice
isn't
suck.
it my turn? Is my initiative get wonky?
Oh no, you're right. It is. I'm sorry, Zerwin. You're right.
Please let Zerwin go first.
So just remember, guys, anybody that ends their turn, you gain 1d6 plus 6 temporary hit points.
And we roll it or your roll?
You roll it,
Okay.
but
Oh,
it is
hold
at
on.
the end of your turn.
Hold on.
Do
Before
I
I
have turns
can I
right now?
hold on, I gotta do something. Before I end my turn, I
I'm
will
sorry,
give
Dirk. I'm
You're
sorry.
not sorry.
A
Go
little
fine.
bit I am. A little bit I am.
It's fine. I'm stopping.
I have a
But-
move. I'm
Just so you
as
know.
a bonus action, I will give bardic inspiration. I'm gonna sing my song.
You can't do that, Pete.
Why? Oh, because he
'Cause-
can't damn any hear anything.
You can't make any noise.
God damn it.
Go ahead, Zerwin.
I'm gonna go pee.
Can't do that. Makes noise.
I'm thinking what I want to do here. Fuck, I guess I'll just keep hitting them. There's nothing else to do.
Well, if you keep
nowhere to-
fucking swinging like that, you might actually hurt him more.
There's nowhere to hide, is there?
No. Well, that's not
Uh,
true. There's a mining cart nearby.
Yeah. I wonder if what happens if you successfully grapple somebody, what does it do to their turn?
Yeah, so you can try a grappling check to like hold a person, or you can try to throw a person, right, to do damage to them. But like to sort of bind a person, you have to make a grappling check, then another grappling check. You have to just
And-
make continually grappling checks, but you can try that.
You have
Every
spiky
time
armor,
it's
right?
every time it's their turn, I have to make a check.
Yes.
Okay.
You have a spiky armor, so it would damage him a little from that too,
Yes, right.
if you succeed.
Correct.
But I mean, we should probably think outside the box right now.
I'm so if I use my action to grapple and I fail, I can use a bonus action to try to grapple again, though, correct?
That I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Why? Oh, because you're raging, maybe. Yeah. Like, do you have a
Well, you
Oh,
get an
rage
action
ability?
and a bonus action.
But your bonus actions are limited, right? Like, I'll have to look it up. It's a good question.
All right, I will try to grapple him since I'm literally on the fucking ropes. Not literally, figuratively on the ropes. What is it? An athletics check? How do I?
Yeah, Ed, you have to try to hit him. No, it's a swing, like it's a combat swing.
Okay,
So you're trying to grab him.
my roll hit. Okay, but do I get? Do I get my like normal bonuses? I don't.
So this
right?
is like an unarmed attack would be the normal thing, and then you use your bonus action to try to grapple them. That's what it says that you would do here, but
All right, so I'm rolling an unarmed attack is what I'm doing to try to grapple. Is that what I'm doing?
yeah. Yep. That's the way I'm reading the rules right now.
23.
It's gonna be a good question. It's a good roll. Yeah, no, you grab him. Zerwin has grappled him.
And so is my turn over?
Almost.
So
Hold
I
on.
think
The second you grapple him, you take 14 fire damage.
all right. So I just fall over.
You did grapple him though,
So hold on. Well, no.
but that's bad news because the fire damage is not subdual damage.
Oh, so I'm dead.
You need to make a death saving throw.
Well, did you roll for your spiky damage?
I don't know. Is that how it works? Armor spike attack. Armor spike grapple, right? So no, if I when you use the action, takes 3 piercing damage if your grapple check succeeds. So he took 3 piercing damage, which isn't going to do anything.
Everything counts.
You said I took 14 damage, right?
Yeah.
Damage, and then how do I do a death save here?
Should be on your character sheet.
Yeah, I don't.
You reduce your hit points to 0.
Yeah, but then I don't know what to do. There's like a checkbox for failures and successes, but I don't actually see what do I roll?
So it's on each subsequent turn. So you don't roll on the first turn when you get knocked over. So each subsequent turn, you roll a d20 and add any modifiers or bonuses. Roll a 10 or higher, you succeed in making your death throw. Anything under a 10, you fail.
So it'd be you roll d20 and add your Constitution modifier, and if it's above 10, you make it.
Okay, and then I if I get 3 failures, I die.
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I'm done, right? I don't
Yeah.
roll now because I just died.
I was hoping you'd miss that one, but you've been rolling really well tonight. All right.
Now it's me.
Now it's you.
All right.
First of all, can I? The dungeon master's just tired of fucking losing fights, so he made his fight a god today.
I'd like to point out that I did not throw the first punch.
You told us to roll
Like-
initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was going to do something.
Someone said hello.
I asked him if he played basketball. I literally asked him if he played basketball.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I can't talk to him. So
Can you sign?
I don't have that language, unfortunately. I don't have DSL, Dungeons sign language, or Dragons sign language for what it's worth. So Ezra takes a deep breath, twirls his quarterstaff, and then tries to hit this guy in the crotch with his quarterstaff. Because what else am I gonna do? All right, here's the roll. It's not gonna do it. This is 13.
A valiant attempt, though.
Did you just not reach his nuts? Is that what happened? Because you're so short.
Yeah, he held me at arm's length while I
You
was
see-
swinging at him.
See me singing a song of your valiant
Okay.
attempt, but you can't hear it.
All
You got a
right.
birthday
Barley, your
birthday
turn.
party tomorrow, there, Pete?
That's an R. It's fun because you don't really know what they are until you blow them up. And then you can really see it.
They were balloons.
Whose turn is it?
It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow.
Probably
It's
this guy's turn.
Gelidus?
It's my turn.
It's Barley's turn.
Oh.
If I heal wounds, do people like wake up?
You
that
can't.
have
It's
a
going to have a
verbal
vocal
component?
component.
Motherfucker. Let me look, and does it?
The answer is yes. It would wake people up, but it more than likely has a verbal component.
I mean, what do you guys want to surrender?
It has a verbal component, but we can't talk. I would stop and be like, "What if I'm gonna hold my hands up
Okay.
and ask for his, yield? How do I'm a sign of yielding in
Do
war.
you have a white towel?
No, I mean, that's pretty universal if you, like, hold your hands up like this. Yeah.
I have a doll that looks like me.
So now it's Galladus' turn.
I pull out the doll that looks like me.
Point on the doll where the Batman hurt you.
All right. Is he still kind of standing in front of us, fighting us?
Well, he's not fighting Barley anymore.
Okay. So I'm gonna use telekinesis to shove him back. It does not require verbal, so it is a DC 16 strength check.
Get him,
For you.
Galladus.
For him,
Yes.
I knew this was why before I blew it up, by the way.
Been asking myself that question a lot tonight, I feel like.
wait, why does it say the strength is 0?
Because he's weak skeleton, he has no muscles.
No, I'm trying to put it into the D&D dice roller. No, won't let me. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna roll it. Rolled 21. Rolled a 19.
So I gently caress him with my mage hand telekinesis.
Nice.
Good. Well done.
And
Does
then I will
my
go
mage hand
full,
have a
full
verbal
defensive.
component?
Yes, it does.
Oh, thank you for telling me what my spells do.
Galladus, how much would you say your character weighs?
Maybe 70 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm not big.
All right. Do you want to make a dexterity or a strength roll?
Remember, you're wearing all that armor, though, and that's heavy.
I'll take dexterity if I can roll that instead.
Go for it.
Yeah, look at that roll. 5.
Okay. He scoops you up and throws you into the wall right above Zerwin. And you take 13 damage from the wall. And while you are prone, he swings his blade at you. And does 34 damage.
Still, what did I get
That
skipped
puts me up.
again? Aren't I right behind Barley?
You're dead, dude. You hugged him and he's on fire.
Yeah. Then after Barley's turn, shouldn't I have done a death save or a death throw save?
No, it's got to come around again. He goes, then you go.
Yeah,
Is
he just went.
So
Barley
now it would be your turn.
Yep.
He just went. Now it would be your turn right now.
Oh,
make a death save.
you went. I got you. I'm sorry. I thought Galladus' turn was going.
Wait, so
Is-
what? Okay.
I'm unconscious. I slide down the wall.
Wait, so
unconscious.
everybody's unconscious.
No, you and I
Hold
are
on.
still in it.
Hold on. He has one more action. And he is going to try to put Ezra out.
Like outside?
No.
Because that sounds
What's
nice.
your armor class? It doesn't matter. He hit you.
I mean, well, what did he get?
A 20
Yeah, that hits.
for
It's not
31.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, you are?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Oh, because you're temporary hit points?
I mean, even without that,
Thought
I
you
was fine all along.
Thought you said you had 31 earlier.
No, I had 37,
Okay, gotcha.
and now I have 16.
Okay.
My
And now
turn.
it's your turn.
Is Zerwin actively on fire?
Now he's smoldering.
Okay.
So
Could I try to go ahead?
my saving throw, I'm alive, but I'm still unconscious, right?
Yes. Did you make your saving throw?
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 17 plus 3 is 20, so I cleared it.
Ezra's gonna roll his eyes really hard but note that Barley is not being attacked anymore. Ezra's gonna drop his quarterstaff and put his arms up, and then he's gonna go try to do a medicine check to try to save Zerwin. Or
Yeah,
you
again,
know,
I would have done that. I didn't think that was an option. So sorry, Zerwin.
it's fine. May I do my medicine check?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 16.
Okay. Zerwin's in bad shape. He'd been beat up pretty badly, but then when he lunged and like really squeezed this guy, this residual heat passed into him. He's been charred and he's smoking a little bit.
Does the guy who's been fucking us up, does he look like he's on fire?
No.
Interesting.
All right. Barley, you're still doing the hands up thing?
Well, while I do the hands up thing, can I go help cure wounds on Zerwin?
Does
Yeah,
it have
We
a
still
verbal
have
component?
no sound.
No sounds.
Still no sound. So yeah, I'm gonna still yield. I mean, at this point, what the fuck are we doing? We gotta talk to this guy.
None of us have a potion or anything.
I have
Okay.
healing. I have a healing potion. I do have a healing potion. Can I give that to Zerwin?
Yes.
I do. I will. Let me see what that does.
Okay.
I actually have 5 of them.
So you can give him one. It's probably going to do 1d8.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4, not 1d8.
Let's hope I roll better than I have been. Here we go.
Man, Dirk, you
Hey, that's not bad.
the right way to handle this was to get frozen first round.
7 points.
You wouldn't have wasted all of your exciting spells and spell descriptions.
So I get 7 points of healing here.
I guess healing potions gotta
Yep.
suck. And I gotta lose.
What's that bring you
healing.
to?
7. I was dead. What
Okay.
did my death saving throw give me hit points, or does it just mean I'm
No.
not dead? Yeah, so I have 7.
I think if you pass all 3, you're at 0, but you're still unconscious. That might be it. So,
Yeah, there's no negative hit points anymore.
All right, so now it's his turn again. And he is attacking Ezra.
oh, come on.
So what the hell?
And he hits you for 25 damage.
As soon as I see him wheeling back, I stand up and do the double.
Hey, did you have your hands up still? Any hit-
No, I threw my quarterstaff down,
Oh.
did the yield sign, and then I went to try to help Zerwin. Tried
Then
to
he
be
has
clear,
then
like
he has a decision to make. I think he's gonna. Yeah.
It's gonna swing
Then
me.
you can hear again once Ezra goes down. The silence is lifted. And I
What?
need
How much did he hit me for?
26.
And was it subdual or no?
Yes.
All right.
And then you can hear
Are
again,
you
but
still
I need
awake, Ezra?
No, I'm deeply unconscious, Peter.
Zerwin, can you make a wisdom roll? And Barley can make a wisdom roll, please.
Just a regular roll or a saving?
Save. A save.
I can't roll tonight at all.
Okay. You both sleep.
I can't sleep.
Right. Sorry. Zerwin sleeps. Barley, you do not. He doesn't know that. So he just did it again. So nothing happens to you, Barley. All right, now we're out of combat. Dirk, you are released.
We can hear again, right? We're
Yes.
out of combat.
The first thing he says is, "Fuck that dwarf."
I'm sorry. Why?
Because he did like 80 damage to him before he died.
I don't think he meant it
Asked you
literally,
if you
Barley.
played basketball, and then you attacked us. So he got a little angry. I bet he's a good friend of mine. That dwarf.
It's not true. He asked if I played some game I don't understand, and then you attacked me. I was going to throw this at you.
I
And he
sung
pulls out
a
a thing.
song. I sung a song. That's all. I was the first one to sing.
He sung a song and then he
True.
froze.
He asked you to play basketball.
It's
We
true.
rolled initiative. I sung a song.
That is true.
It is
And
true.
then he froze
Then he
me.
took one to the
And
dome.
then all hell.
We were all here for it.
So I'm sorry. Once again, I feel like you attacked us first.
I
I
took your singing to be a hostile act.
oh.
I'm sorry. Was it not amusing
So
to
we're-
your
we're
earlobes?
dealing
It
with-
wasn't. It wasn't.
We're dealing with a reasonable person who just killed one of our friends. Nice.
Look, we had no idea who you were. I sung a song to try to protect us, and you immediately took action and continued to like you obviously are much stronger than us. Like you kicked out all of our asses. I have to heal all these people to bring most of them back to health.
Well, I didn't do any lethal damage to any of them except for the one who hugged me, which was a bad idea. I just wanted to speak. I wanted to quiet down all of you, put all of you to sleep, and talk to Dirk. I have to say, I'm impressed by your resourcefulness.
I don't like to sleep, to be honest. So.
But I noticed that. He puts the thing he was going to throw at you away.
Can I heal my companions while you speak to Dirk? I have some spells that will help them out.
Don't move. Just give me 1 second. He takes kind of stock of himself, and then he mutters a few words that you don't understand. And then you
Are they
see.
abyssal?
I mean,
I speak abyssal.
so they're not. Let's see. They're not abyssal, right?
Okay.
They are, however. They
like-
must share some root with abyssal. How about that? Like in the
Like-
same way that like Spanish and
Portuguese
French.
to Spanish.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Yeah. No, that's a good question. Sorry, just to return on his he sort of glows a little bit when he says those things. Then he takes a deep breath and says, "Okay, as long as you don't move again, I can have a conversation with."
Who's he talking to?
He points to Barley, and it's like, just don't do anything that will make me angry again. I have to say that I am impressed. I'm very impressed. And I think this is a good sign. I know you feel, or I imagine you feel, I don't know, angry or whatever. It doesn't really
I'm
matter.
sorry, who the fuck are you?
My name is Grazit.
Grezit.
Grazitz.
Grazits. Do you have something to say to me? Because I'm not cool with any of this.
Yeah. I can procure the soul of your dead wife. And I'm going to offer it to you in payment. I also can procure a certain dwarf named Celine, which I think
Bro,
someone
what
in your
the fuck
party.
do I want with her soul? You can. But is it? Should I get it from? Her soul is hers. I don't want it.
Well,
Do you have it? Because I will murder you.
she's currently in the abyss being tortured, and I can remove her soul so that she can no longer be tortured in the
You
abyss.
don't know that.
Dirk, I know. Let me just interject for a
What
second.
don't you know?
You were sleeping most of the time he kicked our ass. So let's
I was not sleeping.
take it
Thank you
back.
very much. I wasn't sleeping.
I'm
You
whispering
don't
this.
know what's happening to her.
Hey, psst, hey,
Barley, Barley,
psst,
I will literally burn your face off. You don't know what's happening to her.
I mean, I know
She's
what's happening to her a couple of days
She's
ago.
fine. A couple of days ago,
Yes.
what do you just traipse around and you show up and you just freeze people and then tell them that you have souls to give them? Who the fuck are you?
I told you I am.
Grazits? Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see some identification.
Is that spelled with Z's?
Yeah. How
Uh,
many Z's is in that?
out of game, it's GRAZ''ZT. Grazits.
Or is it-
So you're not interested then?
I don't really know if I'm interested, but I sure as shit don't like you. I don't like the way that you show up. I don't like your level of distrust. And I don't think that you can just show up telling me that you have any information about, frankly, a soul that I understand much better than you ever could.
Can we pause for? Can I cast some heal spells on these people while we're doing this?
They'll be fine.
Okay.
Will they?
Yes, I'm not interested in them. Well, that's not true. Technically, I'm interested
I
in
meant
that
to
one.
do that outside of like game. This is out of character. Can I be casting heal spells on people, or you're gonna heal everybody before we're done here?
Well, he told you not to do anything, so if you want to try to cast a spell, go ahead. But you're going to go
Well,
back into
I
combat
see.
again.
He's gonna get pissed at me.
Yes.
All right.
Fair enough. Maybe you're not interested. But just in case you change your mind, on Gloaming Day, if you come back to Baldur's Gate and you bring with you the book and the relic, I will trade you the soul and the girl.
It's not a girl.
She's a young dwarf.
Which
There's,
girl are you talking about?
Does Zerwin know this young dwarf?
I
Is his
believe he
backstory?
does. In fact, I believe that he was good friends with her brother.
And you're willing to help the guy that you just said you hated?
No, sorry, I didn't say I hated him. I said fuck him, but he was pretty impressive. I don't give a shit, honestly. I'm not trying to help him. I'm just
What?
trying to make a trade.
Where do you find these souls and people? What kind of like trade are you working with here?
They're in the Abyss, which is a place I happen to have access to.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, do you have anything to do with all the other shit that's going on right now? You just show up right when we're in,
What other shit?
Uh-huh. Mm.
Do you want to tell me what other shit so I can tell you if I'm involved in it or not?
Yeah, I mean, well, no, I don't necessarily want to give you any information.
Well, then I can't
but
tell you if I'm involved in it or not.
All right, well then.
Fuck this guy.
All right. Think it over. It's up to you. That's all I came here for. So,
That's what you came here for. You come here, you assault my friends, you
I
react,
have somewhere.
hurt
Just
people,
to give somebody
and
something
you tell
here it
me
is.
you have access
probably
to my dead wife's
He
soul,
pulls out a
and then
couple
you're
of
like,
like
"Oh, I'm
vials
here."
and puts them down.
This guy.
I'll find a way to get the book. The relic might be a little trickier,
Yeah,
but I'll find someone to get it for me. I just thought it would be easiest if I came to you. You certainly are a capable bunch. But here you go. You can have these.
What do you
Then
need
he
this fucking
realizes he's
relic
not
for?
going to you know, you're not going to take them from him, so he sets down a couple of vials on the floor and says, "All right, well, good luck." And then he turns around and walks out the door.
I don't trust that guy at all. If he wanted that, why didn't he just fucking kill us? Why didn't he just take it? Oh, fuck
And
that.
he gave us vials and offered it. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
The vials, you can inspect them if you want. There's 5 of them.
Hold on. Are people okay here?
I'm gonna cast Healing
I
Spirit.
literally have 2 hit points. So who's unconscious right now?
Owen, Gelidus, Ezra, Zerwin.
So yeah, all right, here we go.
But actually, Zerwin wakes up as soon as the guy leaves.
Serwin, didn't I give you with the potion? You have some hit points, right?
Fucking no. Yeah, I have 7.
All right, I cast Cure Wounds on Ezra. Actually,
what
no,
are
no, Gelidus, because he can cure wounds too, right?
I need a
That's-
drink. I grabbed one of the vials on the ground near me.
You should watch what you drink there, buddy.
It's a greater healing potion.
I drink it.
Okay, great.
So how much is that?
I will roll it for you.
Oh.
16.
That's okay. So I'll cure wounds on
30.
Gelidus.
There's no alcohol in that.
15 for Gelidus. We're gonna need a lot of hit points here anyway, so take a potion as well.
Well, you could short rest
Yeah, we can rest to get stuff back.
if you want to.
I will also cure wounds on Ezra.
You should. I don't.
Is there anybody else that needs to be
12.
picked up?
I have 2. But I still have some spell slots.
Just out of
I was hoping
curiosity-
that would be the end, and I'd finally really be dead and freed of this book.
Just out of curiosity, would you have reacted differently if I had said, it looks like he's going to throw something at you?
I don't know what roll initiative is.
Not you. Barley went first and then Serwin. He was
So
going to
me,
freeze you
you-
no matter what. But I'm
You're
curious.
asking me.
Yeah, for the guys who went first, who like kind of like, would you?
I literally just sang a song. I sang a song to cheer everybody up. How is that? I mean, nobody would know what that looked like, would it?
Anybody who was interacting with bards would know.
All
what that
right,
looks
you're
like.
right. You're right. You're right.
I-
It is
If he hit Barley, I would have reacted the same way. That's why I swung at him.
I mean, it
Yeah.
would have saved me a ton of time
I
to
hope
not go through the combat.
in my mind, I hope you wrote a bunch of shit for tonight, and we don't get through any of it because that fucking fight was so ridiculous.
I mean, I guess I could have just thrown the thing anyway.
well, when you said roll initiative, we're fighting, aren't we? I mean,
Yeah,
what are we
you get a
doing?
chance, right? Like somebody lobs something at you, you get to roll initiative for that,
Yo,
right?
That's why. Look, the old Barley would have just gone in, swords a swinging. I tried to sing a song, cheer everybody up.
We tried to break the ice. We tried to do like,
So-
do you play basketball?
That's not really a thing. But yeah,
No,
then he was like,
He doesn't
okay.
really understand it. That's fine.
Well, it
then
could have
the
been like
next one
whatever
is
sport
sing a song,
is
then I-
relevant.
But he did go before any of us attacked him.
Mm-hmm.
Even like what was like? Did
joust.
he actually throw the thing that he said he was going to throw?
No, he never got a chance to. And
Oh,
I
he
can't.
just froze me.
So I'm looking at it here.
He
Like
didn't. Barley went first.
Barley went
Wait,
I
first,
sang a song. He
Wait,
attacked.
I thought. Yeah,
Is
Barley
how-
went first.
and then
he
Dirk.
hit
The next
and he
thing
hit-
after we rolled initiative that's in the log here is Dirk making a save, which
Yep.
means he went.
That's the
After
first thing he
Barley
had. The
went.
first thing he had to do was hold Dirk. So that makes sense.
And then
and then he
at
hit
that
Barley.
point,
Then he hit
Freeze
Barley in
me.
the head.
That's much more aggressive than singing a song or asking about that.
Yes, to us it looks very aggressive.
But
see.
so he was going to do that no matter what. He had to do that. But the next question is, if he just
As
if I had
powerful as
said
he was,
if I had just said it looks like he's going to throw something at you, would you still have attacked?
no, I didn't attack.
Oh.
I sang a
Nobody-
song.
Nobody attacked is the point.
If he didn't hit Barley in the head, I wouldn't have attacked him.
The bard spells are recognizable, right? He
I
understands
guess,
that.
yeah, no, I get that, but like it was like a heroism spell. Like it's not like it wasn't a.
It was a
I don't know.
defense.
There's probably some bard spells that are more offensive. That was a defensive, like protection spell. I see a random dude at the end of the cave where my party's exiting that looks ominous. I cast a simple, "Hey, we're not going to be scared of you" spell. You can still talk to us. No, I don't know. It's fine. What's done is done. We're moving on.
Well,
We're going to the council.
yeah, you're going to the council. But next time, I want
I
to
feel like
I want to
feel
save time. Combat's really exhausting. Takes a lot of time and energy. But on the other hand, you guys did do a lot of really good stuff in that combat.
it was fun. I prefer combat.
Before we go anywhere, can somebody tell me what the fuck that asshole gave you as justification for what just happened? Who the fuck he was? Why the fuck he was here?
His name's
Why he
Geslet.
was waiting for us by the entrance to the mine that we
He
cleared
has to have
out of
access
our
to
own
my
volition.
wife. He wants to sell her soul to me. He's a piece of shit and he's playing on my grief. And fuck that guy. And I hope we never see him again.
Barley.
That's about what
that-
I heard too. And the guy was just talking shit.
Wait,
Who knows how he
didn't-
obviously plays a bigger role, I believe.
He didn't say who he was?
Gresitz.
You wanna look him up?
And where is Nancy's soul?
The Abyss. He said he has access to these things.
Look, man, I've been around enough to know what a piece of shit psychic playing on grief looks like. And if I know one thing about Nancy's soul, it's fine.
And he said he could deliver Nancy's soul to you.
Is my necklace still glowing? It's not, right?
No, it sort of dissipated as he walked away.
What
So
did
he's
he?
obviously abyssal.
Was there any
Demon
what
of
else?
some sort.
Please,
He wanted the book and he wanted the relic, and he said the
he
soul
can have the
of
book.
girl.
The soul of who?
The soul and the girl.
The books come in handy.
Which
Ezra.
girl?
I know you don't like talking about it, but you're like the Hobbit carrying the ring. You ever read that book?
I don't think we had that in the Feywild. Wait, which girl?
Don't know. Some dwarf.
Wait, some dwarf. You don't remember the name that he said?
I didn't give names.
I mean, he did. Out of game, he did. And this is one of those moments, guys, where if you can give me a piece of information, I can give you a piece of information.
Wait, what?
That was out of game. Wait, here. Allow me to put the veil back up. A dwarven girl. He was going to deliver a dwarven girl and
Yeah.
your wife's soul.
He did
And
say that.
you don't remember? He didn't say the name of the
Did say
dwarven girl.
The name of the dwarven girl, didn't he?
Zerwin, do you know any dwarven girls who might be being tortured in the abyss?
Never been much of a ladies' man.
He likes
Gelidus,
big fan of frogs.
Gelidus, I know you're
I'm sorry, Zerwin. I'm sorry.
you're your own particular thing. Do you know any dwarven girls who might be being tortured in the abyss?
I can't say I know any. I've met dwarven girls, some
And
gully
Owen
dwarves,
is a
some elf
man.
dwarves.
Hey, there was that dwarf that we hung out with briefly a while ago. Gramophone, Gramnor.
Oh, Stiggy's dad? Oh, wait. Stiggy had a sister.
Really? Do you remember what the sister's name was?
No.
Okay. I think he said he was looking for his daughter, right?
Gramnor?
Yeah, I think he said her name was Celine.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Sure.
Wait, see you. Okay. Yep.
Was that the name that Grazitz gave you?
May have
Sure.
been. Yes, I think it did start with a C. I was going through it. I was like A B.
A C like circle or a C like a hard C, like calculus?
I know what you mean. I think it followed an E or an I, so it was probably a Celia or like.
It followed an E or an I.
Yeah, well, if C is followed by an E or an I, it's usually soft. You see, rather
Oh,
than hard.
soft. Okay. Well, if only Gramnor was here now.
He's gonna be pissed if we don't go get her.
And
I
he
think
already he saved us once.
Dude, Gramnor probably could have kicked this guy's ass solo. What are we worried about? He's gonna come save his own daughter.
I gotta be honest, it would have
maybe
been
we
nice
can
to have
tell
him here.
Gramnor
It
about
would have
this.
been really nice to have him here. And he's not a guy that I want to be pissed at me. So if we could do anything to help save his daughter,
Where is he?
I'll bring the book.
How do we
What
find
relic? What do we think the relic is?
Scotland, probably. I would assume.
Scotland? That's not even a real place in world.
But like a really dingy,
Scottish.
foul-mouthed part of Scotland. What do you think the relic could be? I mean, we
Is
can
there any
make
way
an
we can get a
assumption.
hold of him? How
We
do
can
we
make an assumption about what the book is.
book you have?
Let me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mull this over and take a short rest.
Good idea. You should all click your short rest buttons.
Doesn't look like it did anything.
Were you down any hit points?
Yeah, I don't think
you
it
should have
gave me any.
healed hit points if you took a short rest.
Maybe it healed me a few.
It didn't.
We're not-
I
are
still
we-
have two.
We're not resetting the maximum, right? We're doing the apply healing with a dice result.
Well, there's the short rest button next to the long rest button.
Yeah, and then you can
Oh.
just recover. You can either reset maximum or apply healing with a dice.
Applying healing with the dice result.
Okay. I
What
guess
are,
maybe
what
I
are
do
the
that.
what are the 6 boxes? Oh,
Yeah,
that's how
let's
many.
have it.
That's how many I can take until we do a long rest. Is that what that?
What would the dice result be?
It's a good question. I don't know.
It'll.
Because I'll roll them dice.
It's just gonna randomly.
You have to put the boxes in, or else you don't get anything back. Obviously, it's a 1d8 plus 3, and I can add more to it.
Right, I get a 1d12 plus 3.
So
Take
I
short
probably get a
rest.
1d6.
Click one of those 6 boxes and then hit. Take short
take
rest.
a short rest.
Yeah, but if you click 3 of the boxes, you can click up to a total of 6. So how many are we clicking?
So
each
take-
one's an hour.
each one of
each
those
one's an
boxes is an hour.
So how many hours we want to take a rest, guys?
Oh, it still didn't give it to me, even though I checked one box.
One.
I guess
you want
maybe
to
I
just check
had to
one?
roll it. We can just go to the castle and then do a long rest after.
Oh, it also didn't do anything to mine.
Maybe you have to click the dice
Yeah,
button when it
you have
pops
to
up.
click. I just did. I clicked the dice button, I rolled, and I got my hit points.
All right.
Oh, I see.
Oh no, it doesn't want to give it to me. Just roll a d6. Roll.
I also find I have to refresh my page once in a while, or else it resets itself to my earlier page stats. Does anybody notice that? Like I take hit points off, not pay attention to it for 20 minutes, and then my hit points will be added back on.
That was a
Strange.
brutal roll. All right.
So what you have to do is when you click the boxes, it should open up a dice roller underneath that,
Yeah.
and then you click that, and it will heal you.
We still have those temporary hit points? We don't, do we?
You do not. As soon as I go unconscious, you lose them.
No, but did you guys all drink your healing potions? The guy gave us 5.
Well, Owen can have mine.
I'll drink one. I'm low.
Owen has laid hands on himself, and he has one. Everyone has a healing potion.
How much is it again? 3d8?
How much did you get healed for, Zach?
You rolled for me. You told me I got
Yeah, but I don't
was it
remember.
7,
It was 30.
30.
Yeah, it was.
I got 30.
Yeah.
Exactly, I think.
Just make it
So-
30 for everybody, because I want to just roll once for everybody.
Love
Sure.
it. Oh, I'm maxed out again.
Go
Bring
look
it
up my
on.
water. Be right back.
So,
I got
hey
just-
Barley. Hey Barley.
How's it doing?
When
How
were
are we?
when were we gonna bring these things to this guy? When was that an option?
What things?
Well, he
What?
said something about a book and a relic and bringing it to Baldur's Gate or bringing it to him. Right?
Did I
When-
zone out? Dirk, was he talking to you about that?
Bring the book to Baldur's Gate. No, I talked about the
Said he
gloaming.
wanted it.
Wait, no, he talked.
Yeah, no. When the gloaming comes, you bring the book to the fucking
The gloaming.
Next time there's a gloaming, you bring the book and the relic to the Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the relic?
When's is that something that happens at Baldur's Gate? Is there something called the
What are you
gloaming?
drinking in your little
It's, a,
tulip there?
it's just an athletic.
Or does it just mean at sunset?
Looked fancy in that glass.
It does look fancy in this class.
So,
We
what's
don't know if I have in-game knowledge of what the gloaming is.
Okay. He said gloaming day, guys.
you sound angry about it? Listen, what's the relic? There's got to we know what this relic is. I bet.
Maybe it's the necklace. Maybe it's a shard.
It could be
Whatever.
the pommel of the sword.
Yeah. Maybe the
It could-
pommel of the sword.
Could
Could
be
be
the
the jump
pendant.
ring.
I woke up from this thing pissed off. I just watched all you guys get your asses kicked and I couldn't move.
Could be ashes.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it's 10:30. That was
Yeah,
2 hours.
yeah, I'm sorry, Dirk. You're right.
No, it's like personally as Kyle, fine. But as like actually in character, just watch you guys get the shit kicked out of you when I couldn't move. So and then he was like, your wife is in hell, but I could help her. Fuck that guy.
Wait, so you were conscious of that the whole time?
Yeah, of course I'm awake. I can't fucking move.
You just
I'm
couldn't
not
move.
sleeping. I wasn't sleeping the whole
That
time. I
sucks.
watched the whole thing.
I didn't realize that. I thought you didn't know what was happening.
Whole
So, you know, it's
person
like,
is the
it's
worst.
like taking a nap when you're on a long trip. It's like you didn't even know what happened, which is great.
Yeah, I don't know. That would have been different. That would have been like, hey guys, what's happening? Who's this weird tall guy?
Right.
Galadis. If we could get access to Nancy's soul, Dirk,
Means
I don't want to
get
be.
access?
If I don't mean to offend you, is it all right if I address her by name? Would you
Keep
prefer
my
me to
wife's
say
name
Dirk's wife?
out your mouth.
It's fine if you address her by name. What the fuck are you addressing her for?
So I'm asking Galadis if
AFK.
we could get her soul, would it be possible to resurrect her?
I would think so. I mean,
Or at least talk to her for a few minutes, like we did to that one dead chick.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I
sorry.
have. Why are we resurrecting? She's not a resurrect lady. We don't do zombies.
Well, Dirk, I've never been
Resurrection
married.
is
I've never been in
different than-
love. I'm a young man, but I would think that if I had someone particularly close to me, a wife, a husband, maybe. Again, I've never been in love. I don't even necessarily know what I'm into. And I lost that person. If there was a way that I could potentially bring them back, I think I would exhaust every option to do so.
You think
But-
I'm so fucked up that I would try to undead someone?
No, Dirk, it's different than necromancy. Resurrecting somebody is not necromancy.
How?
It's returning them to life.
Right. It's a blessing from your god to tether their soul back into and recreate their body. Necromancy just
To
resurrects
reform the
body.
mortal coil.
Yeah, without a soul, typically.
So it's like Like
like a
fairy
puppet.
magic. It's just like good magic is the good magic version of this shit.
Well, it depends on the god you worship. If you
Yeah.
worship an evil god, then, well, no, I mean, there's no magic that's either good or evil. It comes down to the intent of how you use that magic.
So you're telling there's an uncomplicated version of intent of bringing my dead wife back to me.
I'm saying there's a difference between necromancy, which is more like puppeteering, right? It'd be like the magic user shoving their hand up her butt and puppeteering her.
You're not helping with this metaphor. It's not easing my understanding.
Resurrection doesn't do that. Resurrection
Is not
recreates the.
puppetry anal?
No, it is not. It
Cool.
recreates the person's body.
Did you say
And-
re-anal? I just put these back on.
Yeah, you can't AFK and come back in this moment. You got to just sit with it, bro.
And he said that Nancy's soul is currently in the abyss.
Why? Can someone tell me why we're trusting this guy? Just give me one reason.
I'm exploring what the possibilities herein might be. Did Krazitz say that Nancy's soul and Celine are in the abyss?
He did
Specifically?
specifically say that he could get them from the abyss, and that was what he did.
So
There's
we
no
know that
reason for Nancy's soul to be in the abyss. There's no reason she would be there.
I mean, why?
She was a good person.
Because you
She
believe
was
in
a good dragon.
Maybe all souls go to the abyss, Kyle. I'm
What?
sorry, Dirk. Maybe all souls go to the abyss.
so
I doubt all souls go to the abyss.
if it's the abyss specifically,
You know of this? Have you ever died before? You want to
No,
speak
but
eternal
why?
life here?
Why would all
I
souls go to
speak
the abyss?
abyssal. I walk in the Underdark. I understand these realms, and there's no place in them for Nancy or any beautiful.
Ezra, your book is whispering to you.
what's the book saying?
Open me.
Christ. Guys, hey,
Is he the only one that can hear it?
Yes.
I'm really sorry, but the book is whispering to me.
surrounded
wants
by
me-
people who I trust with my wife's soul? This is great.
It wants me to open it. Dirk, before I do this, I want to say something to you, which is, we know you all know that if I'm separated from this book, I will slowly perish in an agonizing and probably humiliating way.
That's why we got you a backpack.
I think I had the backpack before we met, but I do appreciate you thinking about
That's
me.
why we celebrate your backpack.
If it meant reuniting you with the person that you are meant to spend your life with, I just want you to know that as your friend, experiencing that agonizing death by getting rid of this book and giving it to someone is something that I would consider. That's all. And I hope that you'll think about all of the options that may have been laid out before you. And then I'll reach into the pack, take the book out, and just allow it to fall open in my hands.
I just reach out a hand and I put it on Ezra's hand and I say, "Hey, I just really want you to know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
Do you guys think all these souls are connected?
Which souls?
Well, I mean, like all the people that we've been looking for in a way, like my dad, my cousin, and then Dirk's wife, and the dwarf person, and then all these other. I don't know. There's more, isn't there? I think there's a couple more. They have all been like demonically taking, so maybe that's why they're in the abyss.
The page that it opens to is titled "The Abyss," and it goes on to describe, Ezra, the absolute torturous, chaotic madness that is the abyss and its endless 999 layers, each ruled by an individual demon lord. But specifically, then it talks about how, souls get to the abyss, and the answer is almost all of the time, it's because they were, karmically shitty people. But every once in a while, a soul can be stolen by a demon lord directly and taken to the abyss.
So that's what I'm saying. So this demon lord's like taking all these people.
And it would have to be a demon lord to steal a soul that didn't deserve to be in hell. No regular demon could do it. And whatever god that person worshipped would probably be pissed about it.
I mean, you're shaking your head, but all these circles and all this like shit that we're going through, where like they have to be taking these people that don't want to be down there. Obviously, why wouldn't he want them?
And the fact that it's the abyss, the realm of chaotic evil, in my mind means that it would be slightly more feasible for us to work with this person and have it work out in our favor. Because again, chaos versus law. If it was hell, if it was devils, they're gonna follow the rules, or they're more likely to follow the rules of their realm.
So this guy knows about two of the people we might be looking for. There might be more down there, but he doesn't have any idea of everything else that's going on. I asked him straight up, and he didn't really. He was like, I
Barley,
don't know.
make an intelligence roll or a perception check, whichever's higher for you.
Jesus, I'm rolling like shit tonight. What do you want?
It's probably,
Perception?
it's probably perception.
I rolled a fucking 1 plus 8. God damn it.
Zer, when
Oh,
you said that your pendant lit up,
Actually, Dirk, you can also make the same perception check.
What's
I
that,
get a
Ezra?
plus. I get a plus 8 to perception.
Zer, when you said that your pendant was glowing,
Dirk,
Oh yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
sorry. You know you're almost 100% certain that when Grazitz looked at Barley, he did not recognize him and he did not make any connections to Barley.
Yeah, no, he didn't know Barley at all.
My 2 cents. I don't think Stiggy's dad is somebody we want to piss off. And if he found out we had a chance to save his daughter and we did not. Also, didn't he offer us something? I can't remember.
He did.
Gramnor,
Gramnor specifically said, just to remind you, if you come across any information about my daughter, please tell me.
So we should
He
find.
made
How do
no
we find him?
threats.
How do we find Gramnor?
He
Oh,
left you a messenger. Remember, you write a note, you stick it into this slot, and it comes out where he is.
Stick a note in the slot. Here we go.
Fine, put a note in this slot. This guy's a piece of shit, though.
Gramnor? No. Gramnor is the dwarf.
Not Gramnor. I just shouldn't be wasting anybody. Fine, put a
Let's get
note.
We
tell
need
you what, if
Gramnor with us, hanging
well,
out.
we do. If we're gonna go up against that guy again, I think we want to have Gramnor with us.
That's fine. I'm just saying Cheryl wouldn't let that happen to Nancy.
Who's writing
I
the?
also feel like this isn't the guy we need to go up against. This guy's like a messenger. He just came to sell you some souls.
Yeah, no.
You think he's deeper than that? You think he's like, if he was deeper than that, then why didn't he just fuck us up or like take
He
what
was
we
a piece
wanted?
of shit.
It's the same thing.
And he showed up trying to
I mean,
make some coin.
he knew he could kick our ass. He
he
came
also,
to do business in a way.
yeah,
Didn't
he could
care
have
when he left.
taken
luck.
those things from us if he really wanted to.
Exactly.
That's
So
why I
don't
don't think he's a minor demon.
Well, that he might be a major demon. He might be like a major like demon on a fact that he does that sort of business. Like he's dealing in the souls, right? So he's the big guy doing that sort of thing. But he's not tied into whatever else is happening.
I mean,
Or he
maybe he's
is,
like
maybe
me.
he is. But he look, Dirk. You keep looking at me. He's a piece of shit, obviously, right? But I'm not saying that he has to be tied into the main story in that same way. Maybe he's just giving us.
I'm along with it, man. Put the note in the fucking thing. I don't give a shit. But Nancy's not down there. I'll
when
go
Gra-
with you. I'll help save the dwarf girl. I don't give a shit. Nancy's not down there.
when Grazitz left, did he just walk out the entrance to the mine, guys? Did he vanish into a portal?
I just walked off.
Into the darkness?
I didn't pay attention. Actually, I was trying to heal you guys.
Who's putting the note
Oh,
in
I
the slot?
appreciate that.
Someone stick a note in a slot.
Who has the slot?
Zerwin.
I can't remember who he gave it to.
Zerwin.
Erwin, you got the slot? Put the note in the slot. Do you know how to write?
Actually, it's a good
Yeah?
question. He's a barbarian.
Well,
I know you're angry, but let's not take it out on Sermon, okay?
he's right.
All right.
I don't know how to write. Could somebody please write the note?
Ezra,
I'll write it in a nice flowery script. Gramnor,
draw butterflies
we
on
have a small lead related to your daughter. Can you find us? Question mark. Send that.
Okay, put it in here. I take the slot out of my bag. Put it in
Wait,
here.
you're carrying around this slot with you?
Yeah, he
It was
gave
like a
us
message tube.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a message tube. Put it in
An
here.
extra planar message
What? I
tube.
want a picture. It's like a pocket puss.
It looks you know what? It looks remarkably like a flashlight, actually.
I
Yeah.
should have said it. I apologize.
Barley, Barley, put your wiener in here.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
gotta make sure it gets all the way down.
All right. So we put the letter in, and I don't know what it does.
I will send that message right now.
Thanks.
He did say it might take time.
I put it back in my bag. I forgot I was carrying it.
Are we gonna be visited by Bramnorn? And is he gonna speak?
You forgot you were carrying it. Yeah.
I got a bunch of shit. I got Ash's goddamn pendant. I got all sorts of shit.
I have a few things to identify too. Oh God. Maybe we should do that while we're here at Baldur's Gate.
What?
I'm carrying around carpenter's tools. What the fuck do I like?
Hey, how's the dog, Dirk?
Lerm?
I'm sure Lerm's fine.
Lerm is okay. Lerm is pretty pissed off that anybody would even bring up Nancy in these conversations.
Lerm looks
But
pretty
Lerm's
happy, actually.
fine.
Yeah, Lerm doesn't.
He's
know
like
that,
licking Dirk's ear.
to be fair.
Yeah, no. Lerm is processing in their own way right now. Thank you.
Hey, do you guys want to go find a place to stay for the night so we can maybe rest up a little bit?
Long rest.
Yeah, let's get out of this cave.
Let's it's been a rich, full day. Let's go get some rest. We'll reconvene with clear eyes, clear heads.
Can't lose.
Ooh, pretty close. I like that.
I mean, if you want, we can go get drunk first. I might do a little of that.
Let's long rest it and go see the council.
Dirk, you said that this guy didn't recognize Barley. Did he recognize anybody else?
Recognize fucking me.
And
Yes, you're
Zerwin.
right.
He
He
mentioned Zerwin.
recognized Zerwin.
Did he mention Zerwin? Well, he yelled at Zerwin because.
Well, he also said his friend, this dwarf's friend's sister, so he knows who Zerwin is.
Maybe he mentioned Zerwin.
I mean, he knew
Oh,
about the book that I have, huh?
If Barley and Dirk want to make another perception check at a higher difficulty level, I'll tell you how he looked at each
I mean,
character.
the difficulty doesn't matter as long as
Come on, Barley, you're due.
Yeah, you are due. Come on, Barley. There it
Hey!
is.
Hey.
He definitely seemed to recognize Ezra and Zerwin and Dirk and Owen. Did not seem to recognize either Barley or Gelidus.
Why Owen?
Because he's
Owen, why would you know this guy?
He's a paladin. He's a high level paladin.
Owen, did you know this guy?
I mean,
I did not, but I sensed one of my gifts is that I can sense demonic presences if they're close enough to me, which is why I tried to smite him immediately. I'm sorry that I failed to protect you, Gelidus.
Oh, we're used to it.
are
No
we
worries.
sure?
You did your
I
best.
mean, is it possible that he could have been carrying something demonic rather than being demonic himself? Or maybe he's
No.
only a half demon.
Really good.
Are there half demons like there are half elves, half orcs?
Not that I know of. All right, so you guys gonna do your long rest?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going back to Dirk's family's house to rest? Is that fine with you, Dirk?
Yeah, I need a little sausage pocket.
Hot pocket. All right, it's fine. All right, everybody click the long rest button now. You can fully restore and heal and be all back to delicious times with the sausage. Wow, Barley, look at that. Barley's long rest brought him to the future.
Yeah, it looks like Barley's taken a few tokes before that long rest.
Nice.
You don't see your mother, Dirk, but your father pops in during breakfast and asks how everyone's doing.
Been a long day, Dad.
We just woke up, so not really.
Dirk, have you made any progress with the council?
Yeah.
Do you need any? Can I help in any way?
I think we have it under control. We have agreements in place with members of the council that will allow me to both serve Baldur's Gate and also serve the realm at large from places beyond this particular one.
Well,
We're cool, Pops.
good. I'm off. Let me know if you need anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you actually want to go see the council now?
Yeah, sure.
I
That's
think it
all.
was 8:30 when I said, "Let's go see the council."
All right. So they are no longer in the tent because they're not meeting. They're all in their offices, which are in that administrative building, the sort of big building in the center of town. But Dirk knows where that is. You don't have a problem getting there. You don't have a problem getting in. Who would you like to go see first? Your deal is with Sigward Drem.
We should maybe see him first.
Let's go
Go
see
talk
Squidward.
Squidward. Good idea.
We got to try to ask him about the demonic forces that we found here as well and see if he might have any leads on that.
He
Mhm.
actually greets you at the door to his office and reaches out and slaps Dirk on the back heartily. Thank you. Thank you. That was huge. Did you have any problems? Are you okay?
We're all great. We had no problems. Thank you. Took care of it.
What was it?
There was a pair of Umber Hulk down there. But that's all. We took care of it.
Well, I'm in your debt, and I will gladly change my vote. And for what it's worth, if you need anything else from me, please let me know.
We will.
Ezra's gonna pull on the hem of Dirk's shirt. Hey, come here.
You want to know when the gloaming day is?
Did you not want to mention the cloakers or the demon circle?
No.
Have we decided we're not gonna see if this guy might know anything about the demon circles? The alarming number of demon circles. We've seen like an average of one a day.
This is like all the times when you guys are like, "Hey, Ezra, pull your book out," and now Ezra has his revenge.
This doesn't feel like revenge. I just thought we just talked about this outside.
All right, there was a demon circle down there too. It was old.
And there were cloakers. There were cloakers down there.
There's cloakers in every cave. Yes, there were cloakers too.
The demon circle. What's a demon
Yeah.
circle? Oh, like
there
the one
was-
they found in town?
Yeah.
Actually, we found that one too. So, yeah. It was actually exactly like that one, just older.
But those things weren't killing any people.
Who's they?
No.
You don't know who they found it was?
He turns and walks out the door. I'm going
Oh,
to talk to
God.
Iveen.
We're going too. Or at least I
Oh.
am. I don't speak for the group. I'm following him. I'm
I'll follow as well.
caught on his coattails.
I'm,
Okay.
you
Just
know,
a little rugrat following
I'm
this
there.
big man around.
following.
Realize
He
that was an option.
storms down the hallway, looking a little angry, makes it to Iveen's door, and looks like he's going to pound on the door really hard, and it swings open before he can pound on it. Ah. Counselor Drem, Please come in. She leans her head out and says, the rest of you should come too, please.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going.
I was going to ask, Dirk, if on your mission for Counselor Drem,
Mhm.
you found anything like you found in the city in terms of the demonic circle. Was there another one?
Yes. Yes.
She shuts the door and she mumbles a little bit, and Geldis and Ezra and Barley, you all see that some sort of ward goes up.
Cone of silence.
And she sits down behind the desk. Okay, I'm going to say some things to you now, and I'm going to trust your confidence. You need to know, and not everyone does. I am old, and I did not really want this job. No offense to Baldur's Gate or its residents. I was perfectly happy doing the things that I was doing, studying magic. But when a pair of goddesses approach you in the night and tell you to do something, you don't say no. She goes on to tell you the story about how she was approached in a dream by both Timora and Cheryl. Timora is the Fey goddess of goodness and luck, and good luck. And but she has a very wide-reaching pantheon. It's not just the Fey. And Cheryl, who is more popular with the Dragonborn, as a goddess of music, dance, festival, celebration. Essentially, the dream went that the goddesses came to her and said that their followers were being taken, sometimes killed, sometimes taken alive, and that they were almost certain that it was connected to a demon lord who had escaped from the abyss named Grazitz.
Hmm.
I have been tasked to building a resistance to Grazitz's armies, which we now believe are gathering to invade Baldur's Gate. We don't know how much time we have, but we guess it's less than a year. These demon
How
circles.
to build that estimate?
Sorry?
Should come up with less than a year.
The increase in demonic activity, the Fae, which I have hired to run interference around the city, have been measuring the amount of demonic activity that they can perceive. And for the past almost 8 months, it has been gradually increasing.
The attack seems like in your brain, what you're imagining is a bunch of demons. Krazitz leads an army, or it's just him.
No, I'm guessing that an army is going to come with Grazitz. And the really tricky thing is, I don't know what he wants.
Oh,
Hey, we know what he wants.
that's easier.
What?
Don't worry about it.
How do you know what he wants? What does he want? Could you tell me?
We know what he wants because he told us, and we'll figure it out.
You spoke to Grazitz.
Well, those guys did.
Well, just once. It was like a couple hours ago, so it's a little fuzzy.
He was
Well, it was
here.
yesterday.
Was it because of the long rest? Was
Yeah.
it, was the rest that long? Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke to Grezitz.
We spoke to him. Well, we also
Those two
fought
did.
him.
Barley
And,
and Dirk
honestly, we can't
did.
beat the shit out
I
of him.
didn't. I'm washing my hands of this. I didn't speak to anyone other than those presently.
Well,
here.
what did he say?
You still got that pen?
I don't. It's gone. Can I have permission
I
to
mean,
cancel?
he said he had a couple souls that he wanted to sell us. Basically, that's what it
He's a
sounded like.
manipulator. He goes at personal things. He talks to you about what's going on inside of you because he's, you know.
Because that's what demons
Anyways,
do.
he's trying to convince us to give up some artifacts that we have, but don't worry, we've contacted the authorities. We're good.
I am the authority.
No, you're not.
Here
Not
at Baldur's Gate, you are, but elsewhere, there are other authorities.
Yeah.
Who did we
Well,
contact?
thanks, Ezra, for that. Appreciate the context.
Who did we contact?
Gramnor.
Literally the fleshlight dwarf.
Oh yeah.
It was like pretty much your dad.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here?
No, that's great. I
What artifacts is he looking for?
Some relic.
Yeah. He mentioned the relic.
some sort of book. You got some books?
Yeah. Do you have a library here with any very interesting books?
All right, hold on.
I dare you to tell me to roll initiative right now.
I'm stepping away for a minute.
Okay. I see. Is there anything
Cool.
else?
I don't know. Is there anything else, guys? Anything you guys can think of?
I kind of want to roll initiative now, to be honest.
Right. Zerwin, do you have anything else that you want to speak to Ivy about?
No. I don't.
Gelidus?
I don't particularly want to go to another fucking library.
Well,
What are we doing in Baldur's Gate? You've been called here. We're here.
Pete,
We're only telling the
When did you
council
do the
this
last
information because
3 sessions again.
you. I'm just saying.
Got called here. Grazitz is attacking Baldur's Gate. They needed to do a vote.
Was
About
it
me
Grazis
saying-
that was attacking Baldur's Gate, or was he just randomly there?
Well, they've expressed concern that it is Grazitz. Look, Ivy, and I just have one question. What's the next gloaming day? I forgot.
2 months from now.
2 months from now. Thank you. Someone put that in a calendar. Someone who can write, not Zerwin. Gelidus, can you put that in a calendar? I don't carry it. I don't have pockets.
Yeah, I don't carry a. I'm sure Ezra carries it.
Ezra
Ezra
does.
has a calendar, right?
Yeah, I take copious notes. I have a journal.
Cool. 2 months from now is the next gloaming day, which
Oh.
you guys should see, is all I'm saying. It's an interesting time at Baldur's Gate. That's all I'm saying.
What is Gloaming Day?
Oh, you know.
It's a holiday that Baldur's Gate celebrates.
What do you celebrate?
So they're celebrating like the transition of seasons, right? It happens twice a year. It happens before like the long summer and after the long summer. And it happens at dawn.
So basically, like April 21st, September
don't-
21st.
We don't have April.
You get what I
here.
mean?
Why would he choose that day? Is there any significance to?
Did you just do 420? Were you just like, it's gonna be 420?
Is it March? What did I miss? One of them? Was that not right? It's not April.
You just did April 21st. Which is
One of them.
420.
It's not April. When's the spring equinox?
I
Be
don't
in
think
March.
it's the same
March.
time
It's
as it is
March
in Baldur's
21st.
Gate.
It's March 21st. But you gotta get my point. It's before
You're high
spring.
right now.
I missed it by a fucking couple months. All right. Yes, I am. I'm not gonna debate that.
Does Baldur's Gate use the
That's
Gregorian
ridiculous.
calendar?
They have their own.
Okay.
Then what the fuck are we talking about?
It was an aside.
This is why I can't remember what the fuck we do every week.
Yeah.
So the gloaming days do happen basically on the equinoxes. Yeah. Yes, the equinoxes.
All I was saying. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like that's all.
And like right at dusk is. Sorry, did I say dawn earlier?
You did say dawn.
I meant dusk. And right at dusk is when the celebration kicks off. Gloaming wouldn't make any sense with dawn, would it?
It might in Baldur's Gate. Cool. All right. Thank you, Evine.
Have a good day.
And
Did anybody else see Kyle out of focus?
Yeah, he gets
Yeah,
blurry
you've been real
sometimes.
blurry.
it happens with this camera. Every now and then it doesn't refocus well.
It's real good at the macro of your hand, though.
I know. It's one of the weird things about it. It's like it actually is like
That
nice.
works.
that
No.
thing.
Yeah.
Now you're in focus.
Man, it's just not good for anyone.
Well, hey, now that we're just talking, the five of us, and six of us, hey guys, like, do you think that that's when the attack is going to happen in 2 months on at the next gloaming day?
I think it's a possibility. I think that he wanted. Oh, did we not go over this? He wanted information. He wanted the artifacts presented to him on the gloaming day in exchange for information regarding Celine and Nancy.
Hold on.
And-
I thought that the meeting was over. I thought we were just talking, the five of us.
Well,
You
yeah,
are. You left.
I'm telling you. I don't know if we actually go over this.
Who's
I didn't
he? He being Grazitz?
Grazitz.
Oh yeah, I thought we talked about all this.
Oh, I don't know which parts happen in terms of you being asleep. Anyways, the gloaming day. I don't think he's gonna lead the attack because he wants the information first.
Well,
And
it
so
may be one of those things where like he shows up with an army on the gloaming day and says, "Give me the book, and here's the stuff that I promised you."
I think it's
and then he-
possible, but I don't think he'd be negotiating at this point
Yeah.
for that time. Sounds like, if he was going to lead the army, then he wouldn't tell us when, and he would just show up and demand it.
I feel like he's just a pawn.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Well, they said he is a demon lord, right? He's got to be high up enough that two goddesses appeared in the dream of Iveen. Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah. Appeared in the dream of Iveen and said, "Holy shit, this is about to happen. You got to get ready."
Then why didn't he just take the damn book? Or the amulet, if that's the relic.
Well, we don't.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
I guess.
one of the things is that
He
if
could have just fucking taken him
he
right.
was beating the shit out of all of us, putting us all to sleep.
He had
Maybe
no...
maybe he assumed we weren't carrying it on ourselves. That we didn't
That's-
have it there.
But if he knew we had it, why would he even halted? Like, he could have destroyed us. Easy.
Yeah, how did he know that we were the people to ask for it then?
I mean, we may not have the relic then. That may be the thing.
Well, then
Can we
why would he
do?
ask for that?
Is there a roll we could do to determine what the relic is, or are we just blind to that right now?
Probably need to find more information.
Feels like the relic is your necklace, but
No.
No.
Look, he would have known what the relic was. And if he knew we had it or knew we knew of it, like this is my point. Like, why did he? He didn't even want to fight us. I mean, I honestly, Bill's asking if he had thrown something. Like, we could have avoided that entire fight. So if we could have avoided the entire fight, but he thought we had these things. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
What
It's
do we,
like,
what do
why
we
does
know? What do we know about Ezra's book? Don't you have to give it to somebody?
No, it's not that I have to give it to somebody. It's that it has. Yeah, I'm cursed with the book at the
Right, but to
moment.
get rid of the curse, do you have to give it to somebody?
I don't believe so. I think I just need to try to break the curse. But
So
I
it's not
can.
like the ring.
from what you said before, if you give it to somebody, it's like gonna drain your health away. Like you can't
Yeah,
give it away.
that's part of the
Right,
curse. Is
it's
if it's
helpful.
not in my vicinity, then I'll slowly perish.
Bill, did you say that there's no role for us to guess what the relic is?
Um, I will say this: your logic in if you had the relic on you, he would have just taken it is sound.
Yeah.
It's the
But
same
you're
for
not
the
sure
book.
about the book because you do have the book on you,
We do have them.
so you don't know about that one.
Why couldn't we assume the same logic?
You could. I'm just telling you that it's correct for the relic.
He's giving us out of game insight.
So it's
Yeah.
not the necklace,
No.
but it's the book. But still, then why didn't he take the book? That's confusing.
Maybe he just didn't know we had it, but then why would he attack us or
We
throw?
have been very quiet about it. Every time someone asks us about the book, we tell them about the book, even though Ezra doesn't want us to. So if anybody knew we had the book, it would be pretty obvious. I think.
Guys, the whole point is we just have to wait for Gramnor. We're not going to assemble this in the next 2 months by ourselves. We got to get the vital information from Gramnor. And then when it comes to Iveen and Grazitz, not a whole lot that we can do, even if Iveen's dreams are real dreams. And I got to be honest, I have a pretty close relationship with Cheryl. She's not showing up in my dreams.
It's kind of made it seem like we could like, how do we get a hold of him? He was like, if you want to let us know, like,
I think
was
he
there a
said
way?
that we would need to bring these things to the next gloaming day.
So we have to
Yeah.
wait 2 months either way.
But Gloaming
Cool.
Day isn't held in like a tent.
It's
Like,
the
Gloaming
whole
Day is-
city. It starts at sundown, and it goes the whole night, and the whole city celebrates.
Why do they call it Gloaming Day if the fucking thing happens at night? Explain that one to me. I know I'm an idiot.
I can't.
Oh, no, that's
Is it
a
dusk?
really good question.
As you're all
I'm
arguing,
going to bring that up at the council now.
As
Why,
you're-
The
why, are they,
anticipation of the gloaming. They spend
why do
all
they
day
call it
worrying about when this
Christmas
gloaming
Eve when
comes.
it's the whole day and an eve is just an evening?
I don't think of Christmas Eve as a whole day. I think that's a marketing thing. That's like CVS wants you to think it's Christmas Eve. It's not Christmas Eve. It's not Christmas Eve until it's at least 6 p.m.
Okay, all right.
You Christmas shopping at CVS.
Listen, can I just point something out? I've noticed that everyone's like, every combat, you're like, thank God Gelidus is in the group. He fucking saves our bacon frequently. But a lot of the times when Gelidus has something to say, everyone talks over him. Go ahead, Gelidus. What were we going to say?
it's because I'm short. So yeah, as you're all arguing, Gelidus pulls out some dragon little dragon bone dice that have runes on them and rolls them on the ground, and then kind of stares intently at them, and then looks up and goes, "Well, that wasn't very convincing."
This is why we talk over you.
What? Hold on. What wasn't very convincing?
Well, I rolled the bones Sorry, they're dragon bones. If that offends you.
Yeah, no, that's
Sorry.
pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't make them. It's
Oh, good. You didn't make them. You just
Oh.
carry them on your person. It's fine.
well, yeah. Fate said that they should be in my pocket at some point. Anyway, so I asked the dice whether kind of what would be the result if we gave the relic in the book to Grazik, and probably the worst result we could have gotten, because it's really good things and really bad things happen if we do it, if we follow that course of action. It doesn't say what good things, just that really good things and really bad things.
I'm sorry, is this wisdom where you come from?
I didn't see anybody else doing anything. I figured I'd ask the bones.
You figured you'd
Well,
ask.
it makes sense. So the really good things would be that people would be reunited with the souls that they've lost, the ones that they've loved.
We'd probably
The
be
bad
doing
things is
Baldur's
whatever
Gate.
he's gonna do with that fucking book is probably worse than, giving up the rights to bringing back the dead. Which I'm sorry, God bless Nancy's soul and all. It seems like keeping the book is in our best interest here.
What if we pretended to give him the book? Could we maybe trick him?
Oh, because he's not a pussy or anything. Like, we're not going to get, like, that'll be easy. Like, seriously, he just kicked our asses.
Yeah, but at least now we know that he can kick our ass. We can run away rather than stick around and fight him.
So you're
We
going to
also
fake.
Does he run fast?
What do you mean fake give him the book? I'm sorry. Like, how do we do that in a way where he's not going to just take it from us?
give
if
him
he
a
knew we
fake
had
book.
I don't know. Maybe find another demonic book or something that looks like it.
Yeah. Where do you get those?
We could ask Iveen. Maybe she knows.
Ezra, where'd you get your book from?
So I was tasked with procuring the book from the Royal Library in the
Mhm,
Feywild.
mhm.
And when I went to get it, there was an altercation with another group who was also looking for the book. And some spells got thrown around. The Great Library may have happened to catch on fire all around me, and the book fell open, and a portal opened. And my only option for my own survival was to dive into the portal. And little did I know that the book would fall with me through the portal, and that's how I came to the Radiant Citadel.
So do the gods of knowledge just hate you for burning a library?
I think that there's a good chance that everything and everyone that I loved back there in the Feywild has endured a great deal of torture and death because of my actions.
Jesus, man. That's dark. Do you think there's another book that we could get, though, to fake this out?
I think we could explore that.
I'm not fucking picking it up.
Someone else torturing their homeland. And
I think our first lesson that we
Hidden people.
learn is don't jump through the book portal. Yeah. Like, I'll check out a fake book. I'm waiting on Grandmore. That's my trump card is this guy coming through in the middle.
Ramnor and Owen rolling some fucking rolls. That might help us next time.
Hold on. Has Dirk been released from service now? Can he
Yeah.
leave?
Well, I've been assured that the vote will go my way the next time. I don't know if the vote has actually occurred.
But does that mean we can leave?
Should we head back to the Radiant
You can
Citadel?
always leave, but yeah, I can leave.
Does anyone have any business here in Baldur's Gate? I have some things I could get identified.
Before I put these away, does anybody else want to ask the bones for an omen on a course of action.
Wait, are these like bones that you carry with you? So like if I was gonna go through a door, I could ask the bones.
Are they? Is it yes or no
Yeah,
questions?
but
Are these-
you ask it to guide you on a whether a decision is good or bad.
All right.
You've had these bones the whole time.
I can't get over the fact that he
Yeah.
just revealed the bones.
Well, I think I had something else, but there were a bunch of coins. But when I reached into my pouch, the bones were there instead this time. So
Wait, I'm sorry. You thought that you had coins, but you reached in and there were bones instead, and you were
You
like,
pulled them out and rolled them.
"We're gonna trust these now."
well, I
Trick
don't
question.
remember where I picked them up.
How did you know
I
to roll
probably just traded
bones?
them. I probably gave somebody the coins, and I
One of these
borrowed
days,
the.
you and I have to sit down around a fire, and you have to explain your ideology to me because this is astonishing.
The Kender are pretty great.
Yeah.
I'll ask a question, and my question is it vital that I remove this curse from myself as soon as I can? Because part of me thinks that the curse has certain benefits.
What are these yes or no questions? Or
I
these?
will cast augury and roll the bones.
It's tricky because you phrased it as, is it vital that I remove this as soon as possible? But really what you're trying to see is like, what are the omens surrounding a certain course of action, right? So if you instead just ask like, what are the
Yeah,
omens around getting rid of the book?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Wheel.
So the bones say that it's a really good idea to get rid of the book.
Okay.
So good results.
I don't know, man. That book's been giving us a lot of hints.
And what are the omens around helping Asher gather information on the Radiant Citadel?
You can just say, "What are the omens?"
Whoa.
around?
That's a good
All
one.
right, I'm out of spell slots. I can't do this anymore.
That would be a good one.
Can I take the bones? What spell is it?
It's augury. I think it's a
Augury.
cleric
Augury.
spell. Okay.
Augury?
So did my question not get answered?
I spent the spell slots for it.
Oh.
I believe you said whoa, right?
I said whoa.
So bad results. So yeah, do not gather information for Asher. Bad idea.
Sweet.
Asher's a piece of shit. Wait, so you spent all your spell slots before I got to ask if Nancy is in hell.
We have more spell
They
slots.
couldn't really answer that anyway.
What are the
Yes,
omens
We
around
know
Nancy
that, though. We
being-
have to know that. I want you to realize we have to know that. And she's only there because someone put her there because she shouldn't be. And you should realize that, too. She should not be in the hell. She's down there because someone put her there when she shouldn't be.
She's in the abyss specifically.
No, I don't even need to ask. I just real like it's dumb. Like, why would I even ask? Oh, she's not down there.
Well, Dirk, after I rest, we can.
You don't have to worry about it. It's totally cool.
You keep denial. So, you know.
Back to the Citadel then?
Yeah. Should we try to map out when we're gonna meet again?
Real quick. If you go back to the Citadel, you are greeted at the Conquered Jewel by Speaker Shola.
In Baldur's Gate?
No.
Once we get back.
When we get there.
Yeah, when you get there. And she says that I have first of all, I'm glad to see that you're all well, and I hope your trip to Baldur's Gate was fortuitous for you, Dirk. I know it was a personal mission. I have an urgent mission that I would ask of you. I need you, please.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
I need you please to travel to a village called Wormwild. It's the village where I'm from. It's east of the Plains of Dust. Gelidus, do you know? Does Matt know where the Plains of Dust are?
No.
They are Ansalon is the name. These are Dragonlance realms. This is where you're from. You're not from the Plains of Dust exactly, but like
Oh,
these
that's
things.
right. It's southwest of Savannastai. I think
Yes.
I've been there before.
I need you to go to Wormwild, please. The village is being ravaged, and I think that there is a dragon involved. If you can help me with this, I cannot leave the Radiant Citadel. I am physically right now tied to the Radiant Citadel. But if you can help me with this problem, I will not only be incredibly grateful to you, but I have a couple of other motivating things. I can pay you, obviously, and I have a certain item that I've been waiting to give. Um, it's a ring of teleportation that will open a portal no matter where you are back to the Radiant Citadel.
I'm up for helping. I mean, everybody here. You know, Zerwin, you could meet some dwarfs because it's not too far from Thorbaden.
Okay.
Yeah, it is pretty close to Thorbaden.
I gotta go get my toad eventually.
All right.
But we can do that later.
I wanted to end there because I wanted you all to have an idea what was going to happen in the next couple of episodes, if you will.
Gonna fight a dragon. Probably gonna be immune to fire. Gotta switch that spell out.
Now you're thinking ahead.
Depends on the color of the dragon.
Sure does.
Yeah, does she say what color the dragon is?
She doesn't even say it's necessarily a dragon. She said it's probably dragon related. But if
Dragging
it's in,
these nuts across your face.
you can roll a knowledge check if you want.
Arcana or nature?
Nature.
Hot damn. 6, Bill. Give me that knowledge.
I'm due for a decent roll here.
You rolled like 3 critical hits earlier. Oh
boy.
god.
We're-
Oh,
we're
barley.
coming.
There it is, barley.
Barley.
You know that if it's in the mountains, it's probably either a red dragon or a silver dragon. If it's hills, it's probably a brass dragon.
But don't tell us that.
Yeah, don't say anything to us about it.
Yeah, well, you guys didn't hear any of that. It was just in my head.
All right. Let's talk about the next time we will do this thing.